You don't have to be a lesbian to munch on carpets.
That is true though. Like that used to be a thing in high school, right? Where it was like a fad. It's like a fad, and then it went away.
I think every female has thought about doing it.
That's a lie.
I mean, that's like pretty.
That's pretty extreme. Yeah, that's pretty extreme, fam.
Yo, that's like her saying, "Yo, bro,
Right.
Hey.
you're a dude, right? Suck dick, right?"
Right.
Nah,
Right.
It's different.
No,
it's different.
No, it's not.
It's different.
That's a barnacle. Thank you.
Most women have thought about doing that. Most.
I don't believe that.
Yo, Beth, that shit crazy.
On a Saturday! It's All Even with your boy Barry Grant. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at All Even Podcast. You can listen to the show on Podbeam as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I'm all over the place. Trust me, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend because the page is growing. Also, hit that TikTok. You guys are very, very mean on TikTok, but send the comments anyway. I don't care. Claw,
Yo,
how you doing?
fantastic.
There's a word that I'd like to use for you this week. Liberator.
Liberace?
No, liberator. You, sir,
Right.
woke up and chose violence this week.
Yeah, fuck him.
You said, damn it.
Mhm.
Not going back.
Nah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salute to you. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Fuck him.
How you feel?
Feel great.
Feel like a new man?
Feel like the same guy that said fuck him that day.
Kept the pants though.
Got the pants though.
Yeah. Badass.
They on fire, right?
Yeah,
Don't do
yeah,
it to me,
definitely.
right?
It's very Chuck Norris, very
Shit.
Delta Force of you. I love it.
You feel me?
I love it.
Kept
I love
on
it.
the same way too.
You meant business,
All the
especially
time.
what you have in there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
That was possibly.
Sorry.
Watch it.
Sorry. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. But yeah, you're right. I had to. Yeah. But yeah, man, I am very proud of you, though.
I mean, look. I mean, we don't do that. I know the audience, the viewers are
Yeah.
looking at you and saying, "Wait, where's his hat? Wait.
I didn't want to say anything.
Where's his hair?"
I'm not gonna be that guy.
Somebody-
I
somebody
am
just-
not the person to say, "Hey, you see my." No.
Somebody just ran through up in the bathroom because you're just not the person you used to be 7 days ago.
It's new beginnings, man.
All right.
We all have it. Look, after we got out the snap, and shouts to Nicole for messing everything up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I just felt that I needed to change, man. So,
Wicked Witch of the East.
yeah, exactly. A snap. I realized that I need to shed some things.
I just can't wait to read the comments.
Yes. It's already started. I put that picture up on IG. There's mad shit my
gotta
DMs
check that
right
out.
now.
Right now, make sure y'all comment who he looks like, from what movie. Put the picture, DM him the picture. Make sure they have all that. So we need that for our records. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Facts. Jimmy the super intern is back. You haven't been here since the snap.
Yeah, it's been feels like a year.
Right. Does it feel different here?
Yeah, it's different energy.
Yeah.
Energy. 2024 energy. We're coming in.
Oh, I like that.
2 months early, but we're coming.
Pause.
Oh, man, my goodness. Hold on.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's contagious. It's contagious. You know how that is. It's
wrote that?
once it starts, it just continues. Yeah, it
No, it's
continues.
not going around the room. It's not.
Jimmy, I would like to say we have missed you. All right.
You guys Fridays for lonely.
Absolutely. You were having fun though. You always turn up, especially where you be going.
I was every Friday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yo,
I felt like I was in the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly.
I never met anybody that goes on vacation as much as
Yo, stay on vacation. That's what I be trying to tell you. You gotta watch what he be doing. I said it on the show months ago. Jimmy got some. I don't know if he got some holes somewhere. There's something.
Bro,
Something.
The last picture,
Right?
the last picture, he had the Mickey Mouse ears on with poker chips in his hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a confusing picture, right?
You know,
Confusing.
you gotta have certain access to get to that arena. Like you
Yeah.
can't just play there.
Yeah.
You gotta be on the list.
You gotta be that guy. Yeah. Probably has a code word going in there. Yeah. But he said,
Oh boy, that's the code.
Nicole on the ones and twos, a silent assassin. How you doing?
Very good.
Yeah. Any interesting things happened this week? Pretty boring. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Have that smile. I know what that means. Okay, something happened. I'm gonna find out. Okay, I'm gonna find out.
You know,
Don't you do it. All right. Don't you even say it. Don't you even say it. She's not that. Okay.
What was I gonna say?
Some type of lesbian activity. It's
I
not.
would never say that.
This you said it last week.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it this week.
So what is the narrative that you're going with this week then?
You don't have to be a lesbian to munch on carpets.
That is true though. Like that used to be a thing in high school, right? Where it was like a fad. It's like a fad, and then it went away.
I think every female has thought about doing it.
That's a lie.
I mean, that's like pretty.
That's pretty extreme. Yeah, that's pretty extreme, fam.
Yo, that's like her saying, "Yo, bro,
Right.
you're a dude, right? Suck dick, right?"
Right.
Right. It's different.
No,
it's different.
No, it's not.
It's different.
That's a bar, Nicole. Thank you.
Most women have thought about doing that. Most.
I don't believe that.
We need a poll. We need a poll. We need a
I
poll.
can't
We need to put a
think
poll
of
on IG.
I can't think of a woman that said a mouth to mouth.
Right.
Dead ass.
There's not a lot of Dwight Howards out here. That's all I'm saying.
Or
Did-
Dwight Needers or
Did
you know what
Dwight
I'm saying?
say a mouth is a mouth?
Yes, he did.
It basically said that.
Oh, so he did say
With his
he's-
actions.
So he did say he was gay.
No.
Well,
Oh.
say he doesn't care, basically.
That's basically saying it
Stubble
without
or no
saying
stubble. He about their life.
it. Yeah. That's like Wayne Brady. I'm a pansexual. I love
Bro,
everybody.
let me ask you this.
Come on.
Like, between all of us, right? We're all friends here.
Are we?
Didn't we all think Wayne Brady was gay?
I never thought that.
I could. You're a liar.
Not when Wayne Brady has to smack a bitch. No.
Right.
Never gay.
After that Chappelle episode,
Yo, that Chappelle episode, yeah.
After that Chappelle-
yeah.
He's
He was
a great
immortalized.
actor.
Hey.
He was different after that.
Most
After I saw
people-
that, he was
most
different.
people who
God
are-
love him after that.
yeah.
most people who are that side are great actors because they have to act a certain way.
You know what?
and
I put him
play
and
it
like
off.
Carlton in the same realm.
But Carlton
Carlton's
had like
gangster.
17 kids.
And Carlton's a success, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You gotta
He's
relax.
Dominican. Has some
Yeah.
respect.
Ain't no wrong with Wayne Brady. He's up. He's up. He is.
I thought he was cool, bro.
He's always on TV. He got
Listen,
money.
I
What did
think
you
the
do?
guy's great for what he is.
What is he? Don't say it. All right, don't say it. Don't say it. We got guests in the building though. Founder of NA2 Athletics, head coach of the Knox varsity basketball team. Welcome to the show, my man Navro Allen. How you doing, man?
Yo, doing great. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Of course. You know, I don't know if you remember my face, but I was one of the commentators of the tournament that was played at was in the Bronx. Yeah, your school was there. It had some good players there, man. I saw you. So
I remember
shouts
last
to you.
year.
Yeah. It was-
We got blitzed pretty bad. that
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I mean, a lot of you guys played a good team, man. So you know,
Yeah,
but
we
it was
we played Brooklyn Collegiate, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, and we were just outmatched.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna- I don't lie about nothing. Like,
Nah, it happens.
It was bad coaching that day because like we just got back from 3 weeks of being off. My school takes off; their boarding school, so
Yeah.
we take off for 3 weeks.
yeah.
And it was rough. But
Nah.
happy to be here. Happy to be out here.
Nah, of course, man. Of course, man. Glad to have you. Welcome to the All Even podcast. So we have a lot to discuss before we actually get into the sports. We're gonna get into Navro Allen's story, so I'd like to talk about that. But once we do get into the sports, Thursday night football, we want to talk about that boring ass game that just happened. It was terrible, just terrible between the Bears and the Panthers. Right, it's bad. George Pickens, not happy. And I side with him. I do agree with him. Jets watch. Talk about the Jets. Josh Dobbs. He said that he was blindsided by getting traded to the Vikings. Blindsided because he never thought it would happen because of what he was told. So I'd like to talk about that a little bit. Kyler Murray is back. How do we feel about Kyler Murray being back? Los Angeles Lakers. I have a lot to say. A lot to say. John Wall wants to come back. I want to talk about that and see where that may make sense, if it even makes sense. I think that's kind of it for basketball. We can talk about the in-season tournament a little bit. I talked about it last week, but I want Mr. Allen's take on what the in-season tournament means and how it feels to him. Cole, you had a question?
Not a question. Me and LeBron just hurt his knee.
Yeah, I know.
What?
He banged knees with Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that he's out, but when it rains, it pours in LA.
Looking real 38-year-oldish right there.
It is what it is. In baseball news, Mets have a new head manager. Craig Counsell signs the biggest deal in Major League history for being a manager. Yes.
I just have one question.
Yes.
Does this mean we're going to go to some games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly.
How much money did he get?
He got about, what was it, 40 million or something like that over 5 years?
Lord have mercy.
So that's a lot.
10 years. 10 million.
That's why they're building the park.
My irrelevant news of the week. And then the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
So before we get into all that, I'd like to pan to my guests. Like I said, welcome to the show. I'd like to start from the beginning.
All right.
Where were you born?
Deer Park. Well, West Islip to be exact.
Okay.
Good Sam Hospital.
Deer
But I'm a
Park.
Deer Park kid.
Deer Park kid. And growing up, obviously, you played basketball.
Absolutely.
Position.
In high school, I played the two. I was mostly a shooter. And then when I went to college, they transformed my whole game from being a scorer, shooter, into a point guard.
Interesting. How do you feel about that?
I think it was a blessing. At times, I thought it was a curse. It was the worst year of my life. But it became a blessing because, now being a coach, you understand the game from every aspect of it. And you understand every nuance of the game playing as a point. When you play as a two, you may not understand everything, how the flow goes, pace, tempo, who needs a shot, everything.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah, I mean, because, the thing is, with being a point guard, you're the coach on the floor, right? You're an extension of your coach. So you have to make sure that everybody's in the right spots. Everybody knows what's going on, what the plays are. You have to be able to get to people's spots and make them comfortable and be that leader. So, going from a position where you're literally in attack mode to somebody who has to now facilitate for everybody and keep everything together, it's definitely a culture shock from position to position, right?
Yeah, and at the time I couldn't even dribble the basketball.
Right.
Like I was terrible at dribbling. Like I don't sugarcoat anything. I was terrible at
So you were
dribbling.
just a shooter.
Literally, I was Reggie Miller on the court. I would run off screens all day long, shoot jump shots, play defense. Like I was the original 3D guy. Like, you would play defense all day, run, shoot jump shots. And then to transition into I'm going to be a facilitator and create shots for other people and learn how to get into the lane. And then as a point guard, you got to learn everybody's personality too.
Absolutely.
You got to know who wants the ball, who needs the ball.
When and where.
When and where to give them the ball,
Right.
How to give them the ball, what plays to run, who has a mismatch, how to get this person a mismatch. So it was very complicated. And like I said, it was the best and the worst year of my life was my freshman year in college.
Interesting. So after your playing days are over,
Yeah.
where did the direction turn in regards to you wanting to be a trainer and stuff like that? Like, how did that end up happening?
I always wanted to be a coach. Like I used to tell my college coach. It was funny. Like one of my kids was asking me this question when I was driving him to practice today. Was Dell? He was asking me this question, Like, when did you want to start coaching? When did you know you wanted to coach? I told my college coach, I was like, I'm going to take his job. Coach Long, I said, I'm going to take your job. I was like, I want to be a coach.
So you realized it back then?
I realized that I liked coaching. I liked helping people. I always did. And I would come back home, and as my summer job, I would work for the local CYO program or PAL program in Deer Park and coach all those kids. But at the time, I wasn't really coaching. Like, I was just playing with them in practice. Like,
Right.
I had a bunch of kids that were good, and all I would do is I was 18, and I'm playing with them, and they're 11.
Right.
And just getting them better. And me and my friends would just go play against them.
Right.
But it really wasn't coaching.
Yeah. It was just more of kind of like shadowing or
yeah. It was them playing against grown men.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
A 12-year-old playing against a 18, 19-year-old, it's different.
Right.
And then that 12-year-old learns how to compete at a higher level. It's like, oh.
Which in some ways is really good coaching, because that's a way a lot of kids learn, right? To be able to play against stiffer competition, but older guys, to understand what that physicality is and be able to now take that back to their age group and really understand, okay, this is how I need to dominate. This is how I need to be able to play.
It's funny because kids don't do that anymore.
No, they don't.
They don't do any of that anymore. Like, I grew up in the era where we played in the park.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we played at Oswego. We played in the park. We played with. I grew up when Upper Room had the church had a gym, but it was carpet floors.
Right.
At Upper Room, and we would go play with grown men.
Right.
Me, my best friend Donnell, we would go play with grown men all the time. And God bless the dead. Troy Jackson used to bring me Escalade. Used to bring me to the park, play with his brother Mark Jackson and all that stuff. So I was always blessed to be around great basketball players and play at a high level where you're gonna compete. And Sundays used to be like, we're gonna be at the park, and you'd be at the park all day.
Right.
And then they had the main court and they had the B court.
Oh yeah.
And anybody that grew up in that era knew, like, you always wanted to be on the main court.
Absolutely.
And then when you got to that main court, it was like,
you need to stay on the main court.
Yes. So you got to figure out your way how to stay on that main court. So you understand how to play defense. What's a good shot? You know.
Right. Not waste a possession.
Yes. Don't over dribble. You're learning that at a young age just by playing on the court with grown men. These kids don't play in the park anymore.
That's true.
They don't do any of that.
Now, where do you think that dynamic changed? Like, why did it change, and when did that change?
The money.
Okay.
The money changed everything with basketball. In my opinion, when the sneaker companies, and I love them because, you know, I'm part of that.
Shouts to them.
Yeah. I'm part, like, I ain't throwing no shade.
Right.
I'm part of that mix too.
Yes, sir.
Being around the sneaker companies. I coach with them. I always will coach with sneaker companies. But when they started doing the AAU tournaments, and it started to become big business for high school sports, that eliminated people playing in the park. People don't want to get a high school kid nowadays doesn't think about playing in the park the same as we did.
Right.
We thought of it as a rite of passage, playing with grown men
Absolutely.
in the park.
Absolutely.
Getting bumped around, going home and having, you know, scrapes on my knees and scrapes on my elbows. And,
badge of honor.
Yeah. You know, you go home, you have bloody lip because, you know, you got smacked in the face. And it's like, all right, these kids look at playing in the park on that concrete and they're like, Coach, I'm going to mess up my knees. Coach, I'm going to fall. Coach, this is going to happen. Coach, I can't play in the park. It's too hot outside. Like, I've had parents tell me that, what do you mean practice in the park? It's hot outside.
Wow.
Like, they're gonna have a heat stroke and die. And I'm like, did you play in the park? And they're like, yeah. So then what happened?
What's the difference?
Like, what changed?
Has the sun gotten any hotter?
I want to be like, it must be just global warming.
Yeah.
It's that global warming.
It's the coddling, man. But I agree with you. I think the AAU circuit has really changed youth athletics, obviously. Now, there's some positives, obviously. There's always going to be some positive, but there's also going to be some downside, some negative stuff. So I completely agree with you. I think I don't know if it'll ever get back to that. I think we're just in another phase of just how development in sports are, and that's just where it's gonna stay.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's playing in the park days are done.
Right.
It's more about now. It's more about training.
Yeah.
And besides the training, it's about, playing in AAU tournaments.
Right.
And they're playing all over the world. And
Right.
everybody has an AAU team now.
Yeah, everybody.
When I was younger, there was, there were 6 AAU teams, I think,
Right.
that traveled. Like, you had the Broncos, you
Yeah.
had the Gauchos,
Right.
you had Riverside.
Right.
And I'm forgetting a couple. And then you had the Panthers.
Right.
I was lucky. I played with Gary and the Panthers.
Right.
But those were the only teams that traveled.
Right.
Like, everybody else was local. Like, you going around your neighborhood.
Right.
Like, you're not going anywhere.
And back then, if you were affiliated with any of those AAU teams, like you had any of those shorts, especially if you had a pair of Gaucho shorts, they knew that you was legit.
Yes.
Right? You seen a pair of Gaucho shorts or somebody with a jersey. Oh, okay, I know where you at. Right?
Yeah, before if you had Gauchos or Riverside shorts, before you even took a layup,
Right.
you walked in the park, people were picking you up.
Facts.
Yeah,
Got
he
him.
play with us. Yeah,
Got him.
He's
Yep.
with us.
Or
He's with us.
had the Gauchos with the Team Adidas sneakers on that. Want him. Here.
Yeah.
He's my first pick.
he never even took a layup.
Right.
Yo,
Right.
nah, he with us. He
Yep,
with us.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
it was different,
a
but
different lineup.
yeah,
And
it's
then
just
now it's more like everybody wants to train, and they
Yeah.
go to their specialist trainer, and they
Right.
got 6 different trainers. Like, they'll have one trainer that does ball handling, they have one shooting coach, and then they got a speed and agility trainer, and parents are just shelling out all this money
It's
because
amazing.
like,
that's what they think it is. Yeah.
but the light at the end of the tunnel is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
if you sign just the regular contract, you get one contract, $20 million. You set for life.
and we're talking about, we're not even talking about NIL deals now. Where
No.
kids can be able to get NIL deals very early. You know what I mean?
You get an NIL deal in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you could legit have an NIL deal in high school.
Right.
People don't understand, like, the game has changed, and if you can market yourself, I tell all these kids now that I coach and that I train, is if you could just carry yourself a certain way and you market yourself a certain way, and your social media platform is built around you as an athlete, a student athlete. Let's keep that, like,
Yep, 100%.
keep that 100% right. A student athlete. You're not a pro. You're a student athlete. Till you get money for this, even NIL deals, you're not a pro. You're a student athlete. Market yourself as a student athlete, you're going to get paid.
Right.
Because you could get one of these local mom and pop shops to give you $50,000. And
Right.
that $50,000 is a lot more than some people make in
In a
years.
year.
In
Right.
a year.
Right.
And you get that, and you get a couple of those different people to give you money just to represent their brand and represent their product. And then you're off and running. And you don't have to be a big time player. You just have to have a platform that
Absolutely.
reaches.
Right.
Like, you could be, a Division 0 kid, like, and have a platform that reaches multiple people and make money now.
Influences everything.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
it
you know
really
what, like,
is.
with that being said, like, it's got to be hard to keep these kids focused nowadays, because like you're still gonna have your kids who want to get in trouble and want to still be kids. So like, how hard is it to keep the kids focused?
Honestly, that's the biggest challenge that you have as a coach. Is, from what I see now, more or less, there's 2 different things that you have to do. You have to really, at Knox, I'm super selective of the kids I bring in. Like, we're a private school. I vet all my kids, and I make them go through my workouts. Before they even step foot on my team, they come and they'll work out with me. And some kids will work out with me for a year before they come on the team.
Right.
Like, they'll come and they'll work out the whole year, and their parents will sit there and they will hear, the vitriol that I spill out. Like, practice is brutal. And you got to make sure that you keep their focus by keeping them level-headed and grounded and telling them the truth. Most people, and coaching nowadays is more coddling than ever. They don't tell these kids the truth. They tell them what they want to hear because they're scared to coach the kid, because the kid will go to another team.
Absolutely. Hold that thought. We definitely want to get more into that, and also get into NE2 athletics as well.
Definitely.
after the break.
Yo, it's your man DJ G Money from that Flip the Script podcast. You see it? We in the studio right now. Flip, shut up. Yeah. Oh, listen. Shout out to the All Even podcast. My man Barry Grant Jr. What's up, man? What happened? What you want to say to the people?
Shout out somebody else's podcast?
Yeah, my nigga the joint. What's up?
All Even?
All Even podcast.
Yo, it ain't even up here, boy. We put this yo, what's up, man? All Even. Yo, you, oh my God. What's up with you, man? Now you well, that's a shout out. You keeping this?
Yeah, keep all that. You want to jump
All
in the
Even
camera?
podcast, right?
Yeah, All
Shout out
Even.
to All Even podcast, right? All Even? That's your man?
My man.
All right, shout out to All Even podcast.
100%. He cool. Is he cool? Let me see. Is he cool?
G. What is it, G? Oh. I shout him out, G. Oh.
He cool, man.
So we were talking to Navro Allen here, talking about the kids. But I want to talk about NA2 athletics. How did that start? That was 2013 and 2014.
2013, I started that company. It honestly, it started because of the kids.
Okay.
Like, I used to train with Jerry Powell at Basketball Results. I worked with Jerry for 7 years. Shout out to Ice. He was one of the most influential people in my coaching and everything that I do.
Dope.
And I would not be who I am without Jerry. I always say things like that because I want to give people homage while they're still breathing.
Of course.
I don't want to not, give people homage. But it started working out with the kids. Like, I was working out with the kids, and like a bunch of the parents was like, yo, I'm still training. And they were like, you should start your own company. Like, you should start training. I didn't want to do it, but they were like, you should do it. And I was like, all right. So then I was trying to play on different words of like how to do the company and everything else. Yeah. And then, my name is Navro Allen, N.A.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm never going to have a son named Navro. So I was like, N.A.2.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, there you go. And then
it's a catchy name.
Yeah. But then like talking with all the parents and everything else, one parent, came over to me and was like, she goes, the way you train is like an art form. It's like an art. And I was like, oh, it's cool. And then she was like, yeah, it's like natural art. And I was like, And when she said it, I said, that is dope. And then I was like, NA2, the natural art to athletics.
That's dope.
And I was like, that is super catchy. And I was like, I'm going to keep it.
Did you give her any pub for that?
I will never give a pub.
All the way real.
Thank you for the inspiration. Right. You get none of that.
No. If I ever give her a pub, she would get mad about it because she's like,
she humble like that. I respect it.
She doesn't want to be in the spotlight or nothing like that. I've asked her like, anytime I go on any type of podcast, I'm like, yo, do you want me to shout you out? And she's like, no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want any publicity. Like, I don't want anybody knowing. Like,
that's what's up, though. I respect that. I respect
all right, whatever. But no. So that's where everything comes from.
Okay.
And then from there, I started a nonprofit called ACES. And ACES is, Athletic Committed Enlightened Scholars.
Awesome.
And it deals with mental health issues with sports, academic or educational assistance, and social issues.
Wow.
So like we deal with everything. Like I cover the whole, from soup to nuts with sports. I'll deal with you on the court with your training and stuff like that, and I'll deal with you off the court with just your mental health.
But that's super important though, because a lot of people don't realize that just because a kid can be super talented, have all the metrics, the physicals, if they're not right up here, there's something going on at home that you can be able to help and kind of fix that. It's going to improve him on the court as well as, his entire life, right? So shouts to you to be able to recognize that, because a lot of people don't really care about what's going on with a kid's mental. They only care about what they see that they can be able to do, the 40, the vertical, the jump shot, whatever it is. The mental part of the game is the most important part of sports. And if that's not right, it don't matter.
People don't even understand what you just said is so powerful. People don't understand how hard it is and how much stress they put on these kids nowadays.
Yeah.
These kids are 13, 14, 15 years old, and they're basically on display every weekend at that age.
It's amazing.
And it's like, I'm on display for the world to see. And now with social media going viral, if you know, that head tap stuff and, you know, somebody crossed you over and you fall and you could be a TikTok or a meme for
forever,
the rest of your life.
Right.
And people don't understand what goes on with these kids.
Yeah.
And parents nowadays, parents are worse than ever. Like I said, the AAU has done a lot of amazing things, but has also done a lot of things that I think are detrimental to these kids.
100%.
It's like, I still will coach AAU and I love it and I will always admire what it does, but that's why I also did that ACES thing where I could talk to these kids and talk to them about what happens if their parent is unbearable. Like, I have a son.
Yeah.
My son Donovan, there's times where I'm unbearable on Donovan. Like, and it's clear. Like, I know that I'm getting to that point where it's like, okay, I got to back up. I'm going a little bit too far. And then he has outlets to talk to. He has his mother. He has his Uncle Corey. He has his, you know, he has his grandmother. He has, you know, different people that he could reach out to and talk to and tell them, like, hey,
healthy.
This is what's going on.
Yeah, healthy outlets.
And then he also has things where it's like, we're not talking about sports.
Right.
We're going to talk about academics. We're going to talk about education. We're going to talk about life. And he wants to be a lawyer. He'll go to my daytime job is I work for a law firm.
Awesome.
You know, and he goes to the law firm and he'll talk to lawyers and just see how their day goes and see what goes on. And stuff like that is what these kids need too. Because everybody's not going to be LeBron James.
No.
LeBron James is one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. And everybody thinks their kid is going to be the next LeBron, the next Kobe, the next Steph Curry. They do not understand the work that comes in. They do not understand the God-given talent that comes in. So
and they do not understand the percentage of athletes that actually make it to the NBA.
Yes.
It's less than 1%.
Yes.
It's nuts.
And you're talking about billions and billions of people that play basketball.
Right.
You have a better chance of being a lawyer. You have a better chance of being a doctor. You have a better chance of being a neuroscientist.
Right.
Or being somebody that works on Wall Street than being an NBA player. So why not teach these kids to use this sport for what it's worth? Meaning, I get my education. I could market myself.
Right.
I could strengthen myself. And now when I'm done playing sports, it's okay if I didn't make it to the NBA.
Right.
I still gave it everything I got. And I could go into this field and now give this field everything I got. And I had a head start.
And what you're saying right there is so paramount, because I always like to say that these kids are not told that they've won enough. Like, when you get that scholarship and that's a free ride and your parents don't have to pay a dime out of their pocket to send you to Georgia Tech or wherever it is, you've won. Like, there's not enough kids that realize that, because they think that just because they didn't make it to the league or they didn't get a G League invite or a summer league, whatever it is, they think that life is over. No, your life has just started. You won. You have done more than a lot of people in life already. So you got to be saluted for that. You have to think about the bigger picture.
I'll go one step further than that. If you play basketball in college, whether you play junior college, NAIA, Division I, Division II, or Division III, if you play basketball in college, period, you have won. You have won, because there is a billion people that will not get that opportunity.
Absolutely.
So you gotta sit back and you gotta think and be like, wow, what did I just accomplish? And now with the way that this college stuff works, it's way harder to get a Division I scholarship now than it's gonna be ever before.
Right.
like with the portal, the transfer portal, and the new rule that NCAA worked out to protect these freshmen that are coming into college with the portal and with what's going on in the portal, it's going to be impossible to get a scholarship.
It's crazy.
They better hope that the NBA does what I think it should do is
And lower the age again.
Lower the age again, have the kids go to the G League.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo, listen, lower the age, have the kids go to the G League. It will be just like baseball.
Yeah, create a farm system.
Like,
yeah.
just like baseball.
Absolutely.
Like, here, you're going to go to the G League.
Right.
And there you go.
Right.
Because if they do that, then it will get rid of that transfer portal a lot. And
Absolutely.
It will open up spots for kids that really
I
wanna
agree.
go to
I
college.
agree 100%. I think that, I've been saying that for years that the NBA needs to kind of revamp what the G League is supposed to be and take what baseball does and say, listen, we'll take kids from high school, we'll take kids from international and build them up, but they're not going to be ready to be in the NBA until we've deemed that they're physically ready or they've met certain benchmarks to be able to be promoted to the big club, right? So that's something that they might need to look at, but we'll see. We'll see if that happens.
I mean, the biggest thing is they're gonna have to get those games on TV.
Yeah, of course.
If they can start getting those games on TV, where those games, the problem is gonna be the TV networks are all NCAA
Right.
TV networks. They don't want to compete.
Exactly.
I invested $7 billion into the NCAA.
I'm not going to spend another $7 billion.
Yeah,
into
on the G League.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not doing that.
Right.
So it's a little bit of a catch-22.
Yeah.
If they could figure out a way to get these G League games on national TV, you could actually have something
Yeah,
where
I agree with you.
You're doing something.
That's a great point.
But I would maybe what they need to do is do the G League in the NBA all season.
Maybe.
Like after the NCAA is start the G League then.
Right.
And then these kids, because then that would get rid of the transfer portal too.
Right.
You started it in May and it went May to October. There you go. There goes the whole G League season.
Yeah. Facts.
It'd be better.
So
yo, if they, by the way,
Yeah.
if they do take that idea, we should get a cut of that money.
we need that pub.
We need that
we
money.
need that pub.
money.
Like, listen,
Like,
we
need the money.
just came up with like 10 years worth of progress for the NBA. They need to listen, right?
Yo,
That's facts. That's big facts.
Hire us as consultants.
Facts. You know what I mean? And I cost like a fifth less. You know what I mean? Of what they paying these real people.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So, how did you end up at the Knox School? Because I know, I watched a pod that you were on, and you said that how you reached out to the Knox School to be able to kind of rent their facility, right,
Yes.
for the training, and conversations happened, lightning struck, and
It was
boom.
Yo, it was like, I'm being honest with you, it was really like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
It happened in 5 days. I was at Five Towns College coaching girls, and I loved Five Towns. I loved coaching the girls. We did really well.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop coaching girls. I'm gonna just focus on my son was playing.
Right.
So like, I'm gonna focus on my training. I'm gonna coach my son, and I'm gonna coach him in the summertime. So my friend Mark was coaching girls at the Knox School, and he was like, "Oh, you should call the Knox School to rent out the gym." So I called the athletic director. I was like, "Hey, Liam, I want to rent your gym." And he was like, "You just want to rent the gym?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I read your background," and he was like, "We're looking for a basketball coach. Would you be interested?" And I was like,
Wow.
"Yeah." And he was like, "All right, can you come in tomorrow and interview?"
Wow.
And I said, "Sure." And then I came in the next day to interview. And then he was like, "Well, I told the headmaster that I would see whoever coach." And I was like, "Well, I have travel basketball practice for at the time, I think it was like 10-year-olds or 11-year-olds. It had to be 11 because my son is 14. So 11-year-olds. I was like, come down and play. Come down and watch." And he came to practice, and right after practice, he called me up and was like, "I want you. You're my guy."
Mm.
And I was like, "Okay." And ever since I've been there, the Knox School has been home. I've coached a lot of places, and since I've been there's been 3 places that I've actually truly felt like home. Bayshore was number 1. I loved coaching at Bayshore. Loved it. I never wanted to leave Bayshore. Metro, the Metro Hawks was number 2. That was the start of me coaching travel AAU,
Right.
coaching on the Nike EYBL circuit,
Yeah.
and getting really good at this thing called
Getting your
coaching.
reps. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
really learning how to coach.
Right.
And then now at Knox is like home. And those kids, the first year kids, Dame, Max, Ra, all those kids are embedded in my heart because they may not have been the most talented kids. They gave me everything they got.
They worked hard. Yeah.
And they went from a team that was picked dead last in their conference to going 500.
Wow.
And people were like, what happened? Like, they were like, when I first got the job, they were like, oh, we'll be happy if you win a couple games. I'm like, win a couple games?
I'm coming here to win.
Yeah, I don't lose. I'm
Yeah.
like, I feel like Dion. Like, I'm like, yo,
We coming.
yeah, I'm not coming here to lose. Like, what are you talking about? Win a couple games.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess the school also didn't know who they hired. And
Right.
like, I'm a Leo. I have a little bit of an ego. And I mean, all my friends, like, all my coaching friends will be like, nah, he has big ego. But I do a lot of work, and I put a lot of work into my kids and to what we do and to the practice and everything. So we're not losing. And I'm like, you're going to beat us. We're not going to lose.
Right.
So we came and we fought and we
That's
got
what's
better.
up.
And
That's what's up,
I'm
man.
so happy I'm there.
So I obviously, you know, we're heading into a new season.
Yeah.
I think you have 6 players returning, right?
No, we have one player
One
returning,
player?
and we have 6 new kids
Okay.
on our team, brand new to the school, that are dynamic. And this team right here has a chance to be really special.
Really?
Like, from top to bottom, they have the second most team talent that I've ever coached.
Wow.
Besides my Bayshore kids.
Wow.
My Bayshore kids will always have the most talent. They had 9 Division I basketball players on a public school roster. It's insane what happened over that 4-year time period. It will never be duplicated, I don't think, in Long Island.
Yeah.
It will never be duplicated. This team rivals them. They compete every day. We're in our start of our season, and I feel like we're in mid-season form right now. They compete every day in practice, and they want to be good. They want to be great.
They want to be coached.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their parents are parents that get it. They understand. They're like, oh no, we're with somebody that understands and wants the best for each of our kids. So they sit back and they're like, no, coach,
You handle it, yeah.
You handle it. Don't worry about it. And the kids are all like buying into the system and understanding, like, we've all scored 20 points on our individual teams. Now we're coming together and it's like a dream team. Like, okay.
You got to see how you fit in. You got to sacrifice.
Yes. And they're understanding, like, okay, I tell them this all the time. Today may not be your day. Tomorrow may be your day.
Right.
And the proof is, like, we've had in 2 All-Star games for Long Island, the 2 biggest All-Star games in Long Island, the All-Timers game and the MAC game. My boy Drew runs the MAC and Gordon runs All-Timers. My kid Reggie Pierre was the MVP of the All-Timers game. My other kid KJ Anderson was the MVP of the MAC game.
Wow.
And it's like all these kids understand, like, different moments is going to be our time. And we play in the Crunch Time League, and every game has been a different MVP. It's not been the same MVP one game.
That's good.
So it's like, I'm happy. I'm really happy with these kids and their progress.
Nah, salute to you, man. Salute to you. It's a testament to you and your knowledge and your coaching of how you can be able to get kids to buy into a system, because it's not easy, right? You know, especially when you have kids that are super talented, right? And they've been told a certain thing their entire life so far, right? That they're great, they're superstars of this. And then you come in, you tell them, you may be good, but you have to learn how to be good here. There's a difference between putting up 25 points on a team that's not going anywhere. There's a difference between putting up a solid 12 points and contributing to a winning culture. That's what I need from you. You know what I'm saying? And that once a kid realizes that, there's no telling where they can be able to go in their life because they can be able to incorporate themselves and engulf themselves in a team setting, no matter what it is, and they can be able to excel, right?
Yes.
So that's the most important thing that you're telling these kids. So salute to you for that, definitely.
Yeah, that it, like you said, it all transfers over to life.
Yeah.
You could literally run the same drill and be successful in anything.
Right.
You're gonna be part of a project, and here I'm the same centerpiece,
Right.
or I'm not the centerpiece.
Right.
This person's the centerpiece,
Right.
but I'm still a contributor.
Absolutely.
And that's how you have to feel.
Nah, you doing the Lord's work, man. Shouts to you. It's my man right here. I like him, Claude. I ain't gonna lie to you. We gonna have to pull up to the Knox School and turn up. We got to turn up over there, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Anytime y'all want to come through, please come through. I tell everybody, I want everybody at our games.
Yeah.
I want our games to be packed out.
You don't want Fang at your games because he's crazy.
Listen, have him there. My mom is crazy too. Shout out to Mom and D. My mom will be right crazy with him.
That's what's up.
She gonna be the one screaming at the ref.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
And as soon as somebody catch a dunk, she gonna be jumping out her seat. One kid's gonna catch a dunk and she gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope, man. But listen, after the break, we're gonna talk some trending topics. It's gonna get interesting after the break.
Yo, this is Cigar Gents and Gals. I want to give a shout out to my boy Barry for leaving podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Killing it.
Welcome back, y'all. So, shouts to my man Navro Allen, telling you a great story. You were inspiration for these kids. Keep doing it, man. Definitely, like I said, I'm so serious. We gonna take this on the road. I want to do a vlog, put it together, man. We're gonna do it nice. And get the All Even podcast up there. And I definitely want to see you in your element. You know what I mean?
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I definitely can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. Before we get into any sports, though, it's always an off sports topic I like to discuss. Lori Harvey. Now, is anybody shocked? Like, that's the thing with me, right? Like, I remember when she started dating my man Damson Idris, right? I was like, all right, she got him, right? She got him. But now it's like, are we shocked? She's a man-eater. We know what she does. We know what her role is, right? Carl, you had said it off pod. What was the sentence that you used? You said that there's a tier.
It's a process.
It's a process, right? Like, you gotta, if you want to be that next budding star, there's a level that you gotta hit first, right? So you gotta call Lori Harvey. She gonna check you in.
She's a milestone,
right? Exactly. She's a checkpoint. She's a checkpoint, right? So you hit the checkpoint. Now he about to go out the roof. That's the way it goes.
He about to get the next.
Yeah.
Whatever she is.
But it's like, yo, would you? All right. If you're a budding star that's going up, would you sign up to go to that checkpoint? Would they say, all right, you need to go check in with Lori Harvey? I wouldn't do it.
I pass, bro.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
couldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I might go to whoever she is on the Latina route. Depending on, I want to be international, so
yeah, the girl from what's it called, from
Adam's Family.
No,
because she's her. Right?
Yeah. She's definitely her. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Wednesday.
Dang, I'm trying to think of.
Are you talking about the new Wednesday?
The new Wednesday?
Yeah, she's fire.
She's it. She got it. She got my book.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the girl from was it Modern Family?
Oh yeah,
the one that was dating Al Bundy.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. She bad.
Heavy accent.
She bad.
Oh yeah.
She bad.
I thought that was Eva Mendes.
Nah. Even Mendes ain't got nothing to her.
Nah.
Even Mendes ain't got nothing to her.
Gloria Velez, one of them.
Yeah, Gloria Velez ain't got nothing to her either.
Nah.
Or Selma Hayek. I'll take Selma Hayek too.
Selma Hayek is bad too.
Selma Hayek about 70 years old.
She 150.
Still take it down. No matter. You know, her and Dolly Parton.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Dolly's 700 years old.
Dolly is still fire. Don't care.
Well, yo,
at this point, nah,
yo, what?
Cher,
Cher, Both of them.
Cher? Nah. You need to stop.
Cher got some young thing right now.
You gotta stop.
She got some young thing right now.
Dolly,
Yo, dude's like 29 years
Yo,
old.
Dolly may be 70,
But those.
but them tits is 24.
Facts.
I guess you got a point.
Respectfully.
Yeah, it's a bar.
That's
That's
it.
all I'm saying. So it's like, yo, Damson Idris, listen, don't be mad. I'm sure he's all right, man. But, yo,
He got money. He
yeah,
fine,
like,
man.
I think nobody's broken up about this because we all seen it coming. We all seen it coming.
He'll go to the club, find a new girl.
Right.
He'll be all right.
Right. That's what man. That's what man Satan, man. You know, Satan be all right. But moving on. I feel bad. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I truly mean this. I feel bad for Joe Smith.
Yeah.
I do. I feel bad for him. Because I'm sure you know the story, right?
No, school me.
Okay, so there was a video that came out that went viral. His wife, Joe Smith, you know, the former #1 pick in the NBA, right? Apparently, his wife has a secret OnlyFans that she's had for quite some time.
His real wife?
His real wife.
Like, still married?
Yes, still
with the
married.
ring?
They live in the same house, all that stuff, like everything, right? Because financial hardships had happened, 2020 happened, and you know the money wasn't really coming in like that as how it used to. So she decided to create an OnlyFans. She's up, right?
Now-
so
now
she
my
finds.
question to you is: there's two types of OnlyFans.
Yes.
You know, like
We don't. I haven't seen it.
Listen,
So I don't know.
All I know is when they got together, she was an adult film star.
Right.
So you
Oh,
can't
he
be
knew
mad.
what he knew what she was. He was getting into.
She already has like 50 scenes under her belt.
Right.
No,
already.
but then you can't feel bad for him.
You
'cause
can't
he
be
knew-
mad.
You can't feel bad for him.
Why not? Hold on. See, this is why I'm going to defend him now. I'm going to defend
this
him.
man turned the hoe into a housewife.
I'm going to
It's
defend
not
him.
even that. You knew what she was before she was in that industry
I
before you
understand.
get there.
I understand.
You can't feel bad.
But when you date the woman and she says to you, "Look, honey, I understand, you know, what my past was, right? But I want you to look at me as me. I don't want you to look at what happened in the past. Just leave it there, right? So we can be able to move forward and create a new life,
Impossible.
right?" And
Okay.
he says, "Oh, let me get it off." He says, "Yo, that woman right there kept it real with me. She was doing wild stuff.
Mhm.
She said, let's keep it in the past. I'm a wife it, right? You can't blame a man for that because he believed it,
Now,
right?
That's why you can believe him.
No,
That's
love
why you
is
can blame him,
real.
because he believed it.
Love is
Yeah.
real, okay?
Now my question to you is this.
Man.
My question to you is this. Did she say she was going to do that in times are hard? Like when they hit rock bottom, like now? Or did she say when he was Joe Smith, that was the #1 player and all this other stuff, making millions?
Well,
because when times is hard, people regress to who they are.
They play to the back of their baseball card. That's what they do. That's what they do, right?
It's who you are.
Right, that's
like,
facts. But
it's who you are.
His reaction is telling me that he didn't expect this, right? That he was told something different, that, you know, he would have probably got a job somewhere and figured it out. He didn't know that she was going to do this.
My thing
He
is
didn't know.
this. My thing is this. If you marry an adult film star, whether you're male or female, you marry an adult film star, you have to think in the back of your mind, she or he is doing adult film star stuff.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you at, they're doing adult film star stuff.
Now, here's where the story gets a little crazy for me, right? So, as I said, I felt bad for Joe Smith, but you guys didn't let me finish. Until I saw her on an interview. She's ratchet supreme. I'm still like, bro, like, for him to not realize that this might have been a possibility, man was blind. Yo, so she was talking wild. I'm like, come on, son. Like, this, you just too open with this right now. She got a whole name difference. Like, it's bad, son.
Bruh.
It's bad.
While she was on live or recording the whole thing, like, you got to be a fool to stand there.
Yo,
You got to be a fool to stand there.
He was dumbfounded, son.
Dumbfounded. I'm walking out the room. I'm not going to be on this in this film. I'm not
But
going to be on this video.
according to the reports, he's not living there right now.
Well, I wouldn't want to live there either.
Yeah, he's not living there right now.
I don't understand the problem.
That's his wife.
He should be filing for divorce. Like,
Then we going that far?
And right now,
All
wait. And right now is the perfect time to do it because he ain't got shit.
All right.
before he, yo,
Bars. Before he re-up.
yo, because he's about to re-up
About
because
to re-up.
the world is gonna take pity on him.
Yo, because she's up right now.
And now he has the upper hand.
So
Exactly.
Now he gonna get some bread.
He can be able to get some of that OnlyFans.
There you go.
Yo,
all right, let me ask a question then.
He'd be like,
let me ask the question. I'm gonna go around the room before we move on. Start with Miss Allen. You already said it. Divorce is on the table.
Oh,
100%.
We're done.
Done.
It's over.
Silent assassin. The silent assassin is down with it. She's down with it. Go get your OnlyFans, get your money. All right? All right, that's fine. Fang.
I ain't no sucker for love, bro. I ain't no sucker.
You divorcing it.
I'm gone, bro.
Gone.
I would have never been married.
But if you were.
Yeah.
But you were.
I'm not marrying
you
a
were.
porn star, bro.
If you were.
I'm not marrying a porn star either.
I'm not marrying a porn star.
It's never happening.
Super intern.
I would say definitely on the table. Definitely. I don't know.
He's iffy. He's iffy. He can get talked either way. He can get talked either way. Depending on what the figures look like, right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, David, you cleared 10 this week? might stay.
Yeah. Would she get 15 million?
Listen,
let me think about this one.
Listen, you see how much bad Bobby getting? That little girl?
Who?
With bad, yeah. What's her name? Bad Baby, yeah.
Baby.
Yo, she get like $15 million a month on OnlyFans.
That's the girl from
Dr. Phil.
From Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, catch me outside.
Catch me outside, girl.
Catch me
yeah.
outside, girl.
Oh, I thought
15. She
I
cleared
thought she was
15
done.
million a month.
I thought she was all like drugged out or something.
Nah.
Those ain't drugs, bro.
Those ain't drugs, brother.
Yo, she got
Claw.
What up?
What do you think?
At this point, bro, you already kissed her on the mouth.
Right.
Damn, son.
That's it.
He gonna stay.
That's your bed, bro. You already kissed her on the mouth.
That's it.
You knew what you was doing, bro.
That's where I'm going. I'm staying there. We gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna.
You already
You
kissed
just
her.
trying to get some of that money. You ain't slick, man. You ain't slick.
Hey, let me be the kept wife. I'll be the kept wife for a change, right?
Yeah.
And get money.
See, look, I'd be smart about it. I'd be like, listen, keep doing what you're doing, sis, right? Let this go on for a couple of months. Get accustomed to the lifestyle. Then divorce her. And when I'm in court, I'm like, listen, I need alimony. I'm used to this type of lifestyle.
But you gonna get that regardless.
You gonna get that regard.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that you want to go the half route. It is cheaper, or it works more in your favor to just chill. You get all of it.
I ain't gonna be out here looking
Right?
like no sucker, bro.
You get all of it.
I ain't gonna be out here
I'm
looking
sorry,
like no chump.
I can't do it.
You get all of it.
I can't do it.
You say, yo, listen, like, you know, how much did we clear this month? Oh yeah, we cleared about like 7. Yo, there's this new Bentley coupe that I saw is really nice. You think, yeah, no
It's
doubt.
a tax write-on, baby.
That's it. Get anything I want. Good.
Get the G-Wagon, sis.
Get the G-Wagon. You know, there's a G5 that I
Don't
looked
worry
at.
about
You know, when I
Yeah.
talked to him.
Listen,
You know.
women have done it for years.
Yes.
But I'm sorry.
You can't get yourself to do it. I respect that. I respect that.
Yo, just imagine like you chilling at Miller's or somewhere with your boys.
And somebody got their phone out watching on.
And somebody got their phone out watching your wife get.
See, that's the
get
wild
piped
part,
down.
bro.
Like I'm like, yo,
That's
and you
the
can't do
wild
nothing
part.
about it. Like,
They
yo,
got that already. They had that when she was your wife.
Right.
that's why I would never marry her.
That's what I'm saying. So
Like,
you
like
already,
I
that's the
couldn't
thing.
even.
You already
entertain
did,
that.
though.
You already kissed her on the mouth
Right.
and said, I do.
Like
Right.
that's like the football player that was dating the other porn star open and honestly. Like I'm
Oh
not.
yeah.
I'm not.
But
no,
you know what? But now it's cougar porn.
Now we're gonna.
it's cool for some.
Yeah. Now
Like,
we're
I'm
gonna
not-
we're gonna move on real quick and talk about the other one before we head into sports. Adam 22 has lost his mind. Lost his mind. But yo, the marketing behind
He
it,
running it.
fire.
He running
What did
it.
he do now?
They got a reality show coming out about who the next person to.
To pipe his wife?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yo, this dude-
Yo.
ran it.
Yo.
yo,
Bro.
he's about to make billions
Bro,
off this.
listen.
When the demo report came out, he got whiff of the demo report and said, "Oh, these people like this type of shit? Oh,
yep." He's seen exactly who's downloading this.
Well, you
He's
know
like,
what?
okay, let's
I
do
look
it.
at it like this.
I'm
Like,
gonna give him the bag.
I respect it.
like, I guess everyone's different in like the type of lifestyle they want to live, and I respect everyone's lifestyle. But at some point, like, granted, you can have all the money in the world.
Yes.
Still don't make you like you can still be lame.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Respect
saying?
has to come into something.
Right. So like at some point you have to have some type of morals. Like you can have all the money. Like how much is enough? You know what I'm saying? At one point is enough to where now you out here just being mad crazy. You looking crazy out here, bro.
But here's the thing: we think that he looks crazy, but their relationship is this.
Yeah, well, I was gonna.
It's been this.
I was gonna say like their relationship is a little different. Like
Yeah.
Adam 22 and his wife, they do adult film star. Like
She was an adult film star
and
before,
he was I
right?
think,
And he
like,
was,
and
he was kind of pseudo into it. You know what I'm saying?
And he has videos out there with
Yeah.
him, her, and other women and stuff
Right.
like that. So he let her have her fun. So
Right.
now it's like.
Yo,
In that lifestyle, it's not the same as Joe Smith. Like,
Right.
You've already incorporated that.
Facts.
You gotta run with it.
Yeah.
Now they're just making the most of it. It's like,
you know what? I can understand. Like
They cashing out.
Like I could be okay with like, all right, granted, like who's to say what your significant other or females could have done before you? I understand that. That's one thing. But come on, bro. Like I can't have some other dude dicking down my joint, bro.
But what if that's how you met her?
That's crazy,
but
bro.
but like
You met her like that.
Because at that point, that ain't mine.
But you met her like that.
That's just everybody's. That ain't mine.
But like in their defense, that's their lifestyle.
Right.
Because he be doing that with other women.
Yeah.
With her.
They met each other like that.
Like they swingers.
Back.
And
Yeah, I guess.
that's Hollywood, bro.
Word.
Yeah.
They're in Hollywood doing that type
Heavy.
of
Yo,
stuff.
I want no parts of
That is-
Hollywood, bro.
That's culture out there
I
for
want
them.
I
Like,
want no parts of it.
They
Yep.
just and they just, but respectfully, and I look at the business model and the construct and the visionary behind it. It's like, yo, there's a model for that, bro.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
people pay extra for that.
Bro, listen, he tapped into the demo and he's about to cash out.
Yeah.
Respect to him.
Yo,
I am not a fan of Adam 22. I don't watch his pods because I think he's a culture vulture a bit. But this right here, in regards to the marketing,
It's
respect.
it's the best business I've
Yeah,
heard.
respect.
Like
100%.
I'm sorry.
You know how much? Listen, that whole scene between the Mandingo chick, the Mandingo dude and his wife. You know how much money that made Adam 22 and his wife?
They said
how much made everybody.
Yo, that was one of the most downloaded
They said it had
or
over a
bought scenes in the history.
They said it had over 1 billion
Yeah.
views in a day.
Bro,
Wow.
Do you know how like a
That's
billion and a
crazy.
billion views in a day is?
bro.
That junk is crazy.
So I respect it. People will call him a clown. Yeah, cool. He's a clown and making bank. Go ahead, call him a clown.
well, I
Fine.
I get it. The bank that's like.
If that's your goal, he's achieved his goal, right? Nothing else matters.
I guess
mean,
you got a point.
Nothing else matters.
like I said before, it's a different circumstance. Like I could understand it because that's their lifestyle.
Right.
Their lifestyle is based on that.
Facts.
If it was not your lifestyle and it was some indecent proposal stuff, like
It'd be a little sus.
like
yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
me and my shorty, and
Yeah.
like you coming over like, yo, I'm gonna offer you $10 million to pipe down your shorty.
Right.
Like, nah, we not
Yeah.
doing that.
No, I agree with
Yeah,
that. I agree
But
with
now
that.
it's like that's their lifestyle. That's
Right.
like who they are. They make adult film star movies. So
Right.
like,
I agree.
nah, go ahead. Have a what's it called?
Yeah.
Hip hop movie.
Do whatever you want, as long as you bring the money. Moving on. Real quick, Thursday Night Football. Bears beat the Panthers. Who cares, right? 16-13. Both of these teams are just bad. But I ain't gonna lie to you. That new quarterback, what's his name? Backup dude, what's his name? Bijan?
Yo.
That boy, all right, man.
Yo, they gave him the post like he won the Super Bowl, bro. That post interview, my son had his hat back. His pops is an arm wrestler. They showing videos of his pops looking like over the top.
Yo.
Yo, homeboy is talking the most slanging. I'm like, yo, is he mixed? Like he's talking just super wavy. Like, yo, I'm out here. This is my opportunity. Thanks for the coach and all that. Da da da. And then really and truly in the same breath, they're saying, so what they need to do is trade Justin Fields to go get the #1 pick for next year. Yo, they set him up for failure, bro.
Yeah, opportunity lasted a whole 5 minutes.
You won the toilet bowl. Like, the Thursday Night Football toilet bowl, you were the MVP of, bro. And no one's going to care after
listen,
tomorrow.
I'm not going to lie to you, man. I don't think that this kid is super talented, but there's something about him that this team is responding to, right? They're responding to his moxie because they are playing better football with him behind center. So it's like they got to be something there. They got to be something there.
He probably relates to them. You
Yeah.
just said like the way he talking wavy and stuff like that.
He was wavy.
His energy is probably like something where those other players in that locker room relate to him.
That's
where
arm sleeve, like tatted up, all that. The college jersey, roll it up. He got that dog in the paws. Like
Probably a half and half.
Gotta be a mutt.
Come on.
Yeah, then he probably has all that moxie with him, and they don't feels like that.
Yeah. It got to be something. But we gonna watch it closely because we seen RG3 and Kirk Cousins in Washington, right? We seen how the team gravitated towards Kirk Cousins because he was good. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yeah, RG3 might be the higher pick, but this dude over here,
My man
dude over here, all right.
My man Levis, bro.
Yeah. Will Levis is all right. That was bad.
Brock Purdy. Look at Brock Purdy last year.
Right, Brock Purdy last year, right?
Nowhere, too.
How do y'all feel about Bryce Young? Has he impressed you?
I'm not mad at him.
I mean, he's a rookie. He's playing, like, I thought he'd play a little bit better, but he's a rookie.
He got to put on some weight.
Without a doubt.
He got to put on some weight. He's very, very small.
I'm not mad at him, though. I feel like, you know what it is? Everything's going to Thielen. I think he needs another option and a run, like something bail him out.
They need to get him an offensive line.
He don't have a bailout right now. He ain't up, like the run game is Traga over there. They need to do something, definitely build up the line and give him, like, they got the kid, was it Mingo?
Yeah.
He's a rookie too, still feeling out their way. Give him like a vet tight end, something like that. Give him something to get an easy completion to outside of Thielen. And you'll see some differences, but
I think year two, that's gonna be the make it or break it for Bryce Young. But I there's a couple of things that he needs to work on. Obviously, he needs to get bigger in the gym. He needs to be able to see the defenses a little better. They need to help him out with more weapons. But he's on a rookie deal. I'm sure that they'll be able to do that. But I'm impressed with that kid, man, on Chicago. I am. There's just something about him, man. Like he got it. Yeah, he got a little Fitzpatrick in him.
Yeah,
a little Fitzpatrick.
Gonna hold you. It's my man.
Moving on.
Real quick though, I feel like too, even with the Panthers.
Yes.
J.C. Horn hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had a lot of injuries this year.
So it's like you're not operating at full steam. You know what
also,
I'm saying?
too, there was no expectations for this year
exactly.
either. Yeah.
They're playing into what they need to play into.
Right.
However, Chicago winning that game didn't have to happen.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like they right now, as of now, they had the number 2 pick.
They got 2 picks. They got 2 picks in the top 4.
Top 4, exactly. So that game wasn't the game to win.
Yeah, but that boy, he's like, I don't care about that. Yeah. Them the picks. Right? I'm out here to win.
This was his what's the name night? This was his what's that shit they call for quarterbacks?
This is audition.
His audition night.
Yeah.
That was it, and he's on the radar. Every team like the Jets.
I'll take him on the Cowboys.
That need a quarterback.
Yeah.
I'll take him on the Cowboys.
What about your boy?
About my boy. We ain't get there yet.
Right.
You gotta relax. Don't jump the gun, bro.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Right. Don't jump the gun. He was over here wilding last week talking about, hey, where's this? Relax. Okay?
Let's just
relax.
Back off.
Right. Moving on. George Pickens has a gripe with his head coach, and I agree with him. I do. George Pickens, physically, right? When you talk about the metrics of a wide receiver, he's up there with Justin Jefferson. He's up there with Tyreek Hill. The guy's catch radius is amazing. His route running is amazing. His ability to get the football at the highest point, amazing. The problem is that they have a quarterback that can't give him the football. And his frustration level is starting to rise, where he posted, "Free me." Right? And at some point, as a head coach, Matt Canada, who's the offensive coordinator, was one of the worst coordinators in football. They need to figure out how to get this guy situated in the offense. He's one of the most dynamic wide receivers in football, and you can't get him the football. That does not make sense, right? We've seen worse quarterbacks than what's his name? Kenny Pickett? Yeah, Kenny Pickett, right? The worst quarterbacks than him get the football to guys, right? We've seen D-Hop one year
Rudolph.
have like 4 quarterbacks that were terrible in Houston and was still out there wilding. So it's about the structure. It's about what offensive schemes, and they gotta let this kid cook and get acclimated, man, because he's super talented. But the thing is, like we talked about last week with Pittsburgh, they just tend to not get it right offensively. They just don't know what to do offensively. Defense, they got it down. Offensively, they have no fucking clue what they're doing.
I'll tell you what they need to do. They need to fire the offensive coordinator.
Matt Canada gotta go.
He's terrible.
Yeah, he gotta go.
And they need to hire the dude that just left the Rams. I mean the Raiders.
McDaniel?
No,
as an offensive coordinator,
get him out of here.
As an offensive coordinator, I'm not talking about as a head coach. We talk about as an offensive coordinator. As an offensive coordinator, he's actually very good.
He was good when he had Brady.
Right.
He was good after Brady with Matt Ron with what's it called? The kid.
Mac Jones?
With Jones.
Nah.
He was good with Jones.
Brady saved him.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Navar. I've been rocking with you for like the last 2. I can't rock with you here. I can't rock with you.
You just cut me off now.
I'm on the bus. I'm on the bus. But
we still the Cowboys fans though.
Right. We got that. We got that. We definitely. But
we still Cowboys fans.
I don't disagree entirely. They do need somebody that knows what they're doing, right?
Yes.
I think McDaniels understands how to be a coordinator. He gets it. Head coach, he don't get
at all.
But coordinator, he gets. So yes, they need to find somebody like that, but also a young offensive mind that can be able to take Kenny Pickett and make him into the quarterback that they need him to be. Because if you don't have a good coordinator and an offensive guy, he's just going to be wasted in the weeds. And that's what they have constantly in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
So, you know.
Kingsbury, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Go get Cliff Kingsbury. That would make sense.
Get anybody.
Get anybody except Matt Canada. After the break, Jets Watch.
He has changed the game, whether you like it or not. He's changed it. He's impacted the game in some fashion or form.
I'm gonna find a bar mitzvah for you to go to, and you gonna turn that motherfucker out.
Yeah, all the gals watching.
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
All the gals watching. Minus 6.
And I would like to formally welcome you to
Welcome.
Welcome.
And welcome the grid.
To the grid.
To the grid. To the grid.
Welcome to the grid.
And welcome to the grid.
Welcome
to the grid.
Jets Watch. Go. What is the latest with your beloved?
What do you think it is?
New York Jets.
What do you think it is, bro?
I don't know what it is.
What do you think
All I want to say is this.
What do you want to say? Get your shit off. Go.
All I want to say is this.
You fucking.
You know what's crazy about this, Navarro? We have this conversation every week about the Jets, and he comes here and he likes to try to rationalize how bad they are, how good they are. But the one thing that I hate that he does is try to make us believe that Zach Wilson is good.
I never said
he is rubbish.
Never said he was
He's been rubbish from the day he stepped foot in that facility. And you've seen it firsthand. So I'd like to hear it now. Go ahead. This is your segment. I'm not going to step on it. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
You sure? You're not?
No.
Okay.
You pass it to me. I'm passing it back to you.
Let me tell you something. Even if we had Aaron Rodgers.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We'd be in the same position.
Nope.
You know why? Because the offensive line is fucking trash.
Yes, the offensive line is trash, but guess what? Aaron
It's
Rodgers would know how to throw the football to
Right.
somebody that looks like them.
Back off, Armando. Let me finish my shit. The offensive line is what got Aaron Rodgers hurt. Are we not talking about, is nobody talking about the shit that after 2 plays, he was down? Because they got him. They weren't supposed to get him.
It was just fate.
There was no fate. It was supposed to be a wall. Certain teams have a wall around them. Pat Mahomes, with the weird-ass fucking run he has time back there to make a sandwich, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So what I'm hearing now is that you are making an excuse for a quarterback that has no pocket IQ.
You gotta let me finish my shit.
I'm waiting.
You gotta do it, though. You gotta do it.
So you're making an excuse.
No, what I think it is you're fucking airing is messing up with the radio waves that's going
You
around
know
the
what?
room, and
Hold
I
on,
think
hold
you
on.
need to relax.
I'm tired of everybody. Oh, Aaron Rodgers,
Right.
he's at the game. He doesn't have crutches. He's walking on his own. Oh, he's ready to come.
That sounds like hate.
He's ready to come back. And then he comes out, nah, I'm not ready.
Yeah, but have you seen him throw the football?
Yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Come on,
He can-
son.
Of course he's going to throw the ball.
That's not human.
He hurt his fucking leg, not his arm.
We talking about an Achilles, Bram.
You still got to push off on
The man's not even limping.
No.
And you know what it is? You
Well, he got the surgery
Adidas,
done
though.
immediately.
I got those Adidas, too. They're comfortable.
Fire.
They fire.
Yeah.
They good money. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, how about you go throw the ball for the Jets? Because apparently they need somebody.
Don't escape what I just asked you.
Ain't
right?
no escaping.
You're dodging it.
I'm parked up.
You're dodging it.
I'm parked up.
Put it in drive.
Emergency brake. What's up?
Zach Wilson.
He doesn't make the situation better. He doesn't make it better.
Beating around the bush.
This is what I'm talking about. I gotta get up again. I did it for Lex last week. I gotta do it for you.
Take a walk. Pick out your wedgie too, bro.
What's up with the excuses?
There's no excuses. He doesn't make it better.
The man looked bad against the Giants, and now he looked bad again, and you still making excuses for him.
Because he won the game versus the Giants.
It don't matter.
This game right
It
here.
don't matter.
Look bad against the Giants.
Right.
Yeah, he looked
Against
bad.
a quarterback that didn't even throw the football. Didn't even throw it.
And they won. If the Jets would have won this game, two-hand twist from everybody.
No.
Yes, it would have been.
It's about performance.
It's going to be the
Because at the
same
end of the day,
performance.
who won the game against the Giants? It was that Jets defense that won that football game. Jack Wilson did nothing. Nothing to win that football game.
What the fuck are you talking? Did you watch the same game?
He threw a couple good passes.
He threw the passes he needed to throw. He managed the clock the way he needed to manage the clock, and they won the game. What are you saying? And he got the respect off that.
The defense.
The defense was causing the reason why they almost lost the
They
game.
gave up 13 points.
The defense is the reason why they
Anytime a
almost
defense
lost the
gives up
game.
13 points, you should win a game by more than 3.
Yo, listen, my man.
That's all I'm saying.
Yo, clean your glasses. All right? You're not seeing what I'm seeing.
Frank,
You're
am
not
I-
seeing
am-
what the world saw.
I'm with you, man.
Thank you.
I'm with you,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Jerry, you can come out. Where you at? Because you're paying these guys off.
That's
for
all I'm
shit.
saying.
Listen, at the end of the day,
I get that you're a Jets fan, but the
It's cool.
excuse train that you are using for this man is unacceptable.
we are not on the Metro North. We're not on the Metro Jersey. We're not on that right now. What we are on the fact that he is not making the situation better. The offensive line is draga, bro. That's it.
But here's
Receivers are not catching the fucking ball.
now I got my hand up like class, right? Did we hear any conversation? And you weren't here last week, but did we hear any conversation about the offensive line when
No,
they
we
beat the
did not.
Giants? Did we hear the offensive line conversation when they just got that close to beating the Chiefs? It's always when they lose. We talk about the offensive line. So keep that same energy
That's what
when
it
they
is.
win because the offensive line looks like dog shit regardless.
I'm going to say it this week.
You see what I'm saying?
They're
Hit-
going
got
to
him.
beat the Raiders.
We got
They're
him.
going to beat the Raiders. Then what? We're going to beat the Raiders. Then what?
Then talk about the offensive line.
I'm going to talk about the offensive line anyway.
No, you're not,
The
'cause you
offensive
don't.
line got hurt even worse in the Giants game. We went down to the third string center.
Yes.
These things happen, correct?
You talked about it this week. You didn't talk about it last week.
I talked about it last week.
No, you
What
didn't.
are you talking about? I mentioned it.
No, you didn't.
Well, and I got a bone to pick with you because when I'm talking about the Zach Wilson shit last week, You put the Zach Wilson shit from this week. I'm gonna get beat up by the Monday. You fucked me over.
Yo, that was great.
I'm on to you.
That was great.
I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
That was a great clip.
Don't think I'm not on your ass. I'm on you. Bro.
Oh man,
It's up on you.
She line claw. That was great.
Fucking dirty
I
word.
saw it. I was like,
saw
that's
that.
genius.
I
That's
said,
genius.
wait, y'all said the editing department's fucking you? Oh, nah. You gonna get a piece of it. You gonna get this work. You gonna get this work.
All right, so
you feel me?
So here's
With the
what.
list.
So how do
Go
we
get this
how
work.
do we think about this week? Do we think that
This
the
week
Jets
is a
have
bounce back. This week is a bounce back.
Listen, I like the way Antonio Pierce and those Raiders look.
God bless them.
They look inspired
God
now.
bless
So
'em. But I feel like we gonna clean it up.
give me a score.
Close one, 17-14.
17-14 Jets.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close one.
What are your thoughts about the Jets?
They're terrible.
Yo, bro, thanks for coming out. It's good talking, bro.
No.
Your chauffeur service is outside.
Nah, I mean, I don't think Zach. I mean, Zach is not a great quarterback.
Right.
I don't really think he's like the issue right now.
Mhm.
He's playing good enough for them to win, which is all that they're asking him to do, is play good enough for them to win. Now, they are relying on their defense heavily to win these games, but I don't think they're gonna beat the Raiders this week.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be another bad one for them.
I side with all of you. I do. I think Claw rebounded pretty well. He did. I applaud you. I do.
Fuck you, man.
I'm giving you your credit.
I don't want.
All right, that's fine. And man, Navarro said some great points too. But here's the biggest problem that the Jets have. When a front office makes a decision and their whole their career or their job security rest on that decision, no matter what happens, they are going to stick with that, even though they know it's wrong to do. This is what we're seeing that's going on in regards to the Jets. Joe Douglas knows that Zach Wilson is rubbish. He knows it. That's his guy.
Oh, no question.
They got rid of Sam Darnold for that.
Didn't they pick him like second
Yes,
overall?
second overall. Mind you, there was many other quarterbacks they could have picked. They picked him because he was able to throw a 70-yard pass, flicked it, right?
Over
That's why they were
Justin
amazed.
Fields, over Trey Lance, over not guys that are not winning. Over Will Levi.
Yeah.
Trey Lance was like
Levis
Trey Lance
wasn't in
was
that.
number
in that.
one.
No.
Trey Lance was number
Trey
one.
Trey Lance went third. Trey Lance went third that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trey Lance went
Who
right
was the
after
first
Zach
pick?
Wilson.
Who was the first pick that year?
Was
BoJack
BoJack Horseman.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, well.
Yeah. So you So what I'm saying is that Joe Douglas, they are attached to this draft pick, which means that it doesn't matter how bad Zach looks. It doesn't matter how good he looks. They are going to ride with this no matter what, because they never want to look like they made a mistake. If they go away from Zach the second time, it doesn't fall on Zach Wilson. It doesn't fall on Zach Wilson to be a failure or a bust. It falls on the front office to be failures and busts. They not going to do it. We heard what Robert Saleh said this week. Yo, I can't call it. You got me here. I don't know if he's the starter. That's literally what he said. So if that's the case, if your head coach is saying that, where do you think the information is coming from why he needs to continue to be put out there every week?
Oh, well, it's upper management.
Joe Flacco right now would be a better quarterback than Zach Wilson in this offense.
And that was what's name's guy.
Right.
That's Joe Douglas's guy.
Right.
From
So
the last organization.
The last organization. So that's what I'm saying. If they know that this is it, if he does not work, they might be out of here. That's the only reason why Zach Wilson is still starting. because he hasn't warranted any reason to start. He's bad. So we'll see what happens. But I think you call it right. I think it's going to be a close game with the Raiders, but I think the Raiders pull it up. I do.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see. Moving on. Michael Thomas just can't get right, can he? Breaking news. Michael Thomas. What did he do? Hit somebody? Hit somebody with a brick? What?
Brick had an altercation. He's currently in police. We're on Friday, of course, but this is
Currently in custody, right?
Yeah, police custody right now.
That's crazy.
What's the situation? Was it a road rage situation?
I don't know. They said an altercation with someone, and the mention of a brick was mentioned.
Yo, it gotta be up if you pick up a brick to want to hit somebody.
Find a loose brick at that.
The loose brick.
Yo, he went Craig from Friday on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Was he fighting Debo?
Yo.
Was he getting his ass whooped?
Right. What's up, old man? He wants on me. No.
Yo, did he take red chain?
Yo.
Put the gun down, Craig. Put the gun down.
Dude, like, they must have took one of Silent Assassin's bricks.
Oh, no.
Yo, but to take up a brick to want to harm somebody, yo, that's real. Yeah. That you want to hurt somebody with a brick, bro. That there's no conversations happening.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
What they said in Home Alone 2? Suck brick
Suck brick kid.
And they threw that shit off the roof. They wanted to kill that little motherfucker, bro. They hated Macaulay Culkin.
Yo, think about that movie, bro.
Yo, think put them in jail, son.
Think about that movie, though, son. These grown-ass men would try to kill his kid.
Yo, that shit started in Chicago.
We're all the way to New York.
And they wanted to kill him, bro.
Yo,
the second movie was a hit.
Son, they got out of jail and they said, yo, we have to get him. Son.
That's it. We
It
iced
ain't
him
over.
here, bro.
We have to get him, son.
Fuck him.
Yo.
They tried to put a hit on an 8-year-old.
Yo, that's real, son.
And that pigeon lady saved his life, bro. But nah, little motherfucker was resourced up, though.
Yo.
He said, well, I got a house in New York, too. Pull up.
Had the buckets and all that, son, holding the floor. He was wild, son.
That New York house,
bro,
was nasty. Yo, he's a terrorist.
Yo, son. When you think about the booby traps in that house, son, yo, he was coming for blood, bro, with the hole in the floor, son. Yo, when Ma fell through that, I was done.
The shit he was connecting electricity to as an 8-year-old, he's different, bro.
Yo.
He needed counseling.
Son.
Diabolical, son.
Diabolical, son. I ain't gonna lie to you,
He's
bro.
a threat.
Yo, as a kid, I always sided with Marv.
Yo,
I
nah,
was like, get him out of here.
My shit was, it's the sound of a toothbrush falling down
the stairs.
Yeah. The only thing I always remember from that movie was every time he ordered pizza. That's like the favorite part.
Yo,
Like,
he was a scammer.
Yo, bro.
For real, yes.
He was a scammer.
Yo,
he was
Kevin
putting on.
McAllister was a horrible child, son. I just want to put that out there. He was a horrible child, and they left him on purpose.
I'll be honest with you.
They left him on purpose,
They
son.
went to Paris. They left him on.
It's because he dealt with a lot of trauma from Buzz.
Come on, son. Buzz was a chump.
Nah, they fucked him up, bro.
Yo, they did him dirty.
Oh, you
Look at the
have a
uncle.
sympathy for Kevin
Look
McAllister?
at the uncle,
I
bro.
didn't know what he was. He was the
uncle-
forgotten child.
He
And
was.
you know what?
Yeah, he was.
This is shit I want to do to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it to these crooks.
Didn't they have like 7 kids or something like
Yo,
that?
they had mad kids, bro.
They had like 20 kids in
Who the
that
fuck
daggone
forgets
thing.
the baby? He
Yo,
was the youngest.
but here's the funniest part about this conversation. How do we get here?
Come on, bro. Not like, all right. But nah, the thing is, like,
I don't remember.
yo, Michael Thomas, like, he threw the.
We talking about Michael Thomas throwing the brick.
But he threw the brick at a truck.
Yo.
He threw it at the truck or at the person?
Oh, so
At a
that's what
truck.
Michael Thomas did. He threw a brick in the truck.
All right, at the truck
Contractor.
is a little different.
But they said, like, I guess they're saying, like, 2 weeks prior to this happening, he was, like, threatening them. Like, I guess it was a
The same
contractor.
company.
Yeah, he was threatening them.
Okay.
And then I guess he threw it at the truck.
I got his money back.
But to get arrested for throwing a brick at a truck, though?
What was they doing? Did they like?
What kind of business was it?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, you're a pretty shitty contract and shit. If you left a loose brick lying around, you didn't do something right.
I mean, probably didn't install his sheetrock properly.
The cement didn't dry.
Yeah,
That was
something.
Something went crazy.
You motherfucker.
Oh my goodness.
Higher security, bro.
And
Have them throw the
Drew
brick.
Brees Drew Brees told him how to throw some
Don't
shit.
don't do the dirty work,
Don't
man.
do it yourself,
Don't do the
man. You
dirty
got
work,
millions.
man.
Hire some security.
Don't
Let them
do
do
the
it
dirty
for you. Just chill.
Moving on. Josh Dobbs said he was blindsided by the Cardinals for getting traded. Now, I think people need to realize about how business works, right? Business is that somebody can be able to tell you whatever they want to tell you. But the truth is, if it's not in a contract, if it's not written down, anything can be able to happen. This is sports, right? They can say, "Oh yeah, everything's fine. You ain't gonna get traded," and they get on a phone call and say, "Yo, listen, we give you a 4th round pick." Yeah, sold. There is no loyalty in sports. There is none. It's business, right? So for a guy like Josh Dobbs, and I understand that his journey to the NFL was a little different, undrafted, out of Tennessee. I get that, right? So you thinking that this team gave me a chance? You know, they told me that I'm not gonna go anywhere. You can believe that because nobody really believed in you. So the one person that did believe in you and give you a chance, you're going to put all your trust into that person. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking business. Like, somebody wanted you. You got traded. You played well. You had a hell of a game with the Vikings, you know, led that charge and won that game. But it's a business. Like, every time I hear an athlete, you know, get mad about a trade or they comment about a trade or it's just like, oh, you know, I wasn't notified about a trade. I found out on Sports Center on the So what? Seriously, let's be honest, right? If I lose my job today, or somebody say, hey, listen, you know, job closes down, I have concerns because there's certain things that I have to put into place and now make it work, right? If I'm a couple of M's up, is it really that much of a issue as to where I'm going because my M's don't change?
That's pretty much where I was thinking.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't want to sound like that guy, but it's like, is it really that much of a difference?
I mean, not really, but he had to know too. It's like, it's not your team.
But,
no team is your team.
Like,
I mean, like,
but even like Kyler's coming back. Like they've been talking about this shit for weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the fuck did you think you were gonna go?
Right.
You're not going to be the guy, bro. Like, you're not outplaying Kyler right now.
Right.
For real. Even if he has no weapons.
And then on top of that, it's not like he got cut.
You got traded.
You got traded
to a better situation.
You still playing
to a better situation.
Yes.
So it's like, but like I said, I don't think he was complaining, but it's just like, I always think about athletes when they make comments about certain things, about transactions or trades. It's like, yo, that's the game. Deal with it. Move on. You still got your bread. Be happy. Like, I get it. Some teams are worse than others, but listen, you got your M's. You all right.
The only thing I would say is if I got traded to a state, like if I was in Florida or Texas where there's no state tax,
and then you go to New York,
and then they trade me to New York,
yeah,
or
right,
California,
slice,
yo,
slice. Damn, that's my money.
I might be slashing somebody's tires.
Yeah, I'll be mad. I would.
I might have to pick up that brick, Craig. Yo, give me that brick, Craig.
Oh, man.
Throw that right through the GM's door. You know what I mean?
Yo, you just cost me about 9%
Word,
right now.
word.
The whole thing.
Moving on, Kyler Murray is back. Perfect segue. Thank you guys very much. They are not ruling out his future in Arizona. So, you know, obviously we know how bad they are. Obviously they're in runnings for one of the top quarterbacks in this coming draft, right? But they're not ruling out Kyler Murray being their future QB1. Now, here's where I know that they're lying. I know they're lying. This is something that they have to say. He's returning from injury. Do you honestly believe that they're going to put out a press release saying that they're not sure if the guy that they paid big money to is not going to be in their immediate plans? We have to read between the lines, people. Right? Kyler Murray is going to be their quarterback until they can be able to pick the next quarterback. That's the truth. There's going to be probably not a new coach, but this coach is going to be able to pick his quarterback. Right? Shane Steichen is going to be able to pick his quarterback. Or is it the other guy? No, it's not Shane Steichen. It's the defensive coordinator. But Kyler Murray needs to realize that he's on audition now. He's not playing for the Cardinals. He's playing for some other teams. And he needs to find a way to be mature. Now, I want to send a shout out to one of my grid employees or members. Shouts to Parnell. He runs Commander's Demand. He had a podcast. It wasn't on his Commander's Demand show, I don't believe, or maybe it was, where he was talking about Kyler Murray, saying that how there's some comparisons between him and Michael Vick in regards to immaturity, right? That he just doesn't get it. And at some point, he needs to understand what's in front of him. Kyler Murray responded to Parnell on Commander's Demand. And
did he really?
Yeah. Said that you shouldn't believe all the stuff that you hear and blah, blah. That right there is the problem.
Yeah.
Right? This is a guy that is making millions of dollars, and you have the time to be able to send pod shots at somebody who's literally having an opinion. Now, it wasn't even a critical opinion. It was just more of an assessment of what he's seeing, right? Fair. Based on what you hear, what you see, all the tea leaves, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the problem with Kyler Murray. Too thin-skinned. You can't be a thin-skinned quarterback in this league because when you play well, the team gets the credit. When you play poorly, you get the blame. That's the job of a quarterback. You're always going to be under scrutiny.
Without question.
Without question. And that's his issue, is that he doesn't seem to realize that his behavior, his attitude, or his demeanor is going to get him out of town.
Well, he's very immature.
Yeah.
Like everything about him, playing video, like I don't know too much.
The reports. Yeah.
Playing video games more than you're studying your playbook.
Right.
Where it's in your contract. And why would you sign that contract?
Right.
Number one. And then number two, like the other thing where he removed everything from the Cardinals
that's
on social media. Like
that's the new gen thing.
Like
yeah.
How do you I don't understand how you're that
thin skinned.
Like that soft.
Yeah.
I would say. Like
yeah.
I don't understand.
It's this new generation, man. It's the fact that they've been told their entire lives that listen, you're great. You do things wonderful. You're a superstar. People like you. And then the first bit of adversity that you face, can't handle it. That's why what you do with these kids are super important, because adversity, they need it.
All the time.
They need to know how to be able to handle it. So when they get to the next level or they get to any type of situation in their life, they can be able to process and move forward.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't have that skill right now. Hopefully he can get it, but right now he doesn't have it. After the break, my irrelevant news of the week. Now it's time for my irrelevant news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the... I mean, yeah, they stink.
Every week, I find some interesting topics to discuss. First one. Not only do mosquitoes bite you and suck your blood, they also urinate on you before flight.
What? Come on, bro.
Did you know this?
That's why they die.
Yo, that is foul. So think about every time you catch a mosquito bite. They peeing on you, bro.
Bro, think about the size of a mosquito's bladder. Come on.
It don't matter. It's going in your pores. That's why it itches.
I was going to say, that's the reason why it itches.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it because they piss on you?
You ever got pissed on?
No.
Huh?
Nah. Maybe
'Cause
by
you-
maybe by a mosquito.
Because you're very calm about getting peed on right now. I, sir, do not want to get peed on by anything.
Yeah, but I didn't even know I was getting peed on. So
peed in.
Right. Peed in.
Hey, yo.
It's a bar.
Hey,
Is
yo.
it a bar though?
No.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, but it don't
It's
sound good.
disgusting.
It's nasty work.
It's crazy,
They
bro.
call that wet work.
Ah.
They call that some other shit.
Yo, dude, like, I didn't realize that mosquitoes were that like
They don't
nasty.
give a fuck. They're nasty bastards.
Yeah, bro.
And their job is to just do filth.
Yeah.
To people.
Right.
Let's spread West Nile.
And what do you think West Nile is? Dirty pee.
Facts.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax. Okay.
I was in a dirty situation today.
Explain.
I had to work in a. I don't want to say the word. I'm gonna call it a SAP, a service access point, where it was close to like a sewer hole, and sewage was leaking into the area where I had to work. And I still had to work in that area.
Were there mosquitoes down there?
Yeah, there were.
Sounds like sex after White Castle.
And oh man, that's disgusting.
That's what it sounds like though.
Like it was bad. I came home. I used the Navage. I had to like flush out my sinuses just to make I had to inhale that. I just felt disgusting. It was bad news bears.
I don't feel sorry for you.
I'm not here for your sympathy, to be honest with you. So whether you feel sorry or not, I could give two shits.
You see, you always gotta choose violence. I just said I didn't feel sorry for you because you handle these things
very well.
You're a guy that goes into certain places, and fixes it. You're a problem solver.
Yeah.
Right? You're Mr. Dirty Jobs.
Yeah.
That's your name.
You know what? That sounds bad.
It's really bad.
That sounds very bad, bro.
Terrible.
Dirty Deeds. That's his new name.
Nah,
Fang Dirty Deeds.
Nah, man.
Bro, your name could be Freaky Jobs.
Right. Freaky Jobs.
That ain't bad.
That's
I can live
fire.
with that, bro. I'm Freaky Jobs.
That's fire. I like that. Freaky Jobs.
Sounds horrible.
Moving on. Former Seahawks star Earl Thomas has identity stolen by ex-wife's boyfriend, loses 1.9 in assets. Yo.
That's crazy.
Nasty work.
That's
Yo.
crazy.
Now, all right. You find out that this happens. You putting hands on everybody?
Like I said, higher security.
Higher security. For sure.
Yo, it'd be what's it called? Remember the Chris Rock movie?
Yes.
Security. Head of state. I mean, security.
Yo, 1.9 gone.
And you know who did it?
And you know who did it?
Yeah, I gotta get all my money back.
You going to
Every
jail
dollar.
now. So I'm pretty sure the ex-wife is an accessory now.
Of course.
She's in on it.
So they're all gone.
Yeah, they gone. But they going to, that's a white collar crime. They going to like boot camp.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's the type of thing that you throw a brick at.
Yeah, but now you have to liquiidate.
yeah, she gonna have to liquiidate all her assets
Two of
to
them.
get her money, to get his
Right.
money back.
Now, does he get an extra 1.9 for pain and suffering? You get an extra 1.9 for
Well,
that?
you're gonna get more than your money back.
I want pain and suffering.
Without a
Yeah,
doubt.
restitution, man.
Restitution.
I want all of it.
All of it.
You know what's crazy? Like, you ever see like those lawsuits for like someone got hit by a car or a slip and fall?
Yes.
And then like the significant other also sues because like they couldn't get no skins.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, you can sue because of that.
You could sue because of what's it called? If you fall and I have to take care of you, I could sue for my pain and suffering.
Yes.
I could sue for the trauma that it did for me.
Oh, nah, they on another level with suing.
Like,
Yeah, man.
especially like if you can't like physically have intercourse with your significant other, that's a lawsuit, my guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
You can
That's
sue for
fire.
almost anything nowadays.
That's fire.
Now, if you win, I don't know, but you can sue for almost
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to win that.
No,
but
you can, without a doubt.
That's interesting. That is very interesting. LaMelo Ball and Puma
Oh yeah,
sued for $200 million.
For what?
Well, since you asked, Alan Foster, co-founder of the Big Baller brand, Foster is suing Ball and Puma for trademark infringement, unfair business practices, and fraud. Foster claims that Melo and Puma infringe on existing LaMelo trademarks as his first signature shoe under BBB was going to be named MB1. This man is crazy. This Alan Foster guy, like, listen.
Isn't that the guy that robbed them?
Yes.
Like
same guy.
He stole like $20 million or something from them. And now you're gonna sue them for $200 million. Good luck.
That should have been, he should have been the dummy of the week.
Yo.
Yeah. Good luck.
Bruh.
Bugged out. I didn't see that coming.
Like, first of all, who's
representing him?
First of all, who's buying them fucking who buying them Big Baller brand sneakers anyway?
And that's why he's suing, because he sees he's
Right.
light at the
See
end of the
profits
tunnel.
dipping.
Right.
You gotta get his money back.
If they would have actually been like, from what I heard, people that bought them, it took over a month to get the sneakers.
Yeah.
All the other
Shipping
stuff.
was bad. Like,
yeah, it was.
They were
it was
probably,
horrible.
They were probably like made the order because they didn't think they would
It
sell.
was, it was bad business. No, what happened was they didn't think that they were gonna sell so many.
Mhm.
So the first time they let those out, they sold like 4 times the amount of sneakers they had.
They didn't have enough infrastructure to be able to take all the orders.
Yeah,
Didn't have it.
he was going
They
crazy.
was, they was over here. They was over here boxing up sneakers in they
Shoot, they should have
boxing up sneakers in their basement.
You know. Speaking of that, like, and you see what's going on in Bangladesh.
Mm.
Like all of those, like, I don't want to say it, but sweatshop workers, they're like going on strike. So like all of these clothing brands and stuff like that get their merch from over there.
I agree. I agree for them to go on strike.
Yeah.
Get your 10 cents. Damn that. You know, if you making 10, get 15. Get the 15.
Yeah, but what's strike in Bangladesh? All right, now you're gonna get 20 cents.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
It difference to them. Okay. Difference to them. I agree. I agree. Yeah, exactly. I agree with striking. Right. SAG. They about to get back in. Right.
Yep.
Sounds like they about to get a deal going on. That's good. Right.
They signed.
One of our movies back.
Nah,
One
they
of our
signed
movies
it.
Yeah, they
They
signed.
signed
It's
it.
done.
Oh, it's official.
It's done.
Yeah.
They got it.
Yeah.
They're talking about they're gonna start filming the final season of Stranger Things now.
Good.
And I think something else was like something else big. They said I think some Marvel movie that
Yeah.
they just started.
Good. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that. Want our movies back, damn it. Because all of the whatever's on TV right now, like there was this movie that came out the other day, Talk to Me. It's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Like they had the way the movie is that there's some hand that is possessed, and they touch the hand, and then they have whatever
What if
experience
you
with the
put
hand.
something in the hand.
You gotta relax.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You gotta relax.
Imagine that hand from like Adam's Family.
I was gonna say
Like, imagine that you just bring the hand home with you. Like,
That'd be fire.
That's right.
That'd be fire.
It's a man's hand, so it would not be fire. So we watch him out.
I mean, Dwight would like it.
Yo.
I gotta stop. I gotta leave Dwight alone, man. I just want him to be honest. Just be honest.
What?
Yo, I tell people all the time, if
be
he
honest.
was really like that, like just like if he came out the closet,
He would be the Bruce Jenner of this generation.
he would be a billionaire
Yes.
overnight.
Right.
Like if he was really like, yo, hey, listen, I'm bisexual, and that's him.
He would be on every media rollout
he
on
would
planet
be
Earth.
Like he would be everywhere.
Everywhere.
But we
He would
already.
be on the Today Show. He
Right.
would be on every news
Yeah.
channel.
But the thing is, everybody already knows it. Just say it.
Yeah. Especially the people in Atlanta. That's what they got right now. But moving on. Is that my last one for Irrelevant news of the week? Yes, it is. That is my irrelevant news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the? I mean, yeah, they stink.
Okay, now it's time to get into the nooks and crannies of this shit. I, as a Laker fan, I don't like what I'm seeing. And it has nothing to do with the injuries. It has nothing to do with LeBron James being in year 21. It has nothing to do with even the Western Conference being really, really good. It's two things, or three things. The first problem that I'm having is the Lakers are in the bottom 3 in three-point percentage. They're shooting it at about 30% right now, league average, right? Or below league average. They are in the bottom half of the league in offensive rebounding. They are in the bottom half of the league in defensive rebounding. So all of these things that you need to be able to control a basketball game now, if you don't shoot the three well, you're not going to be able to control possessions. If you don't rebound well, you're not going to be able to control possessions. All of those things scream inconsistency from the head coach and also the players, right? I have a problem with Darvin Ham. I have a big problem with Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham came out early, I think it was last week or this week, and said that he can't get players to play hard. He can't get them to be inspired to play good basketball or play tough or whatever it is. They brought you in here to be the accountability coach. Your press conference was facts over feelings. That's what you said. The tape will speak for itself. Doesn't matter what people say or how you feel. The tape will dictate what happens on this team. Now, a year later, you're telling me that you can't. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Why are you here? That's one. The other thing is, obviously, the elephant in the room we can talk about. Anthony Davis. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I said it here last week. Remember we were talking about it. I said the only thing that I'm waiting for is Anthony Davis to fall on the floor, grab something, grimace in pain, and be out. What ended up happening a few days later? Falls on the floor, grimacing in pain. He's out for the next game. And what happens when you get blown out by the Rockets?
Mr. Glass.
You cannot put your team or focus your team around somebody who's not there. And even if he is there, you don't know what Anthony Davis is going to bear. It could be the guy that gets 35 and 20. It could be the guy that gets 18 and 9. That's a concern. You would expect that type of inconsistency from the guy that's playing 21 years in the league, not the guy that's supposed to be well in his prime. The Lakers have problems, and it's not just one thing. It's a myriad of things. Austin Reeves is not playing well. They have injuries. D'Angelo Russell is not playing well. Gabe Vincent is still hurt, and he's shooting like 9% from 3. There's a lot of problems, but none of it matters if Darvin Ham can't get them right. And that's my concern, is that no matter what they have a deep team, they have talent. Darvin Ham is not a good coach. I'm just going to say that. I want to hear from you. You being a head coach, you understanding how to motivate players, you understanding when players are not responding to certain things. What do you see from Darvin Ham from a coaching standpoint that concerns you?
From a coaching standpoint, as a coach, not as a fan, because I'm
Right.
a Lakers fan.
As
too.
a coach.
I'm a Lakers fan too. Grew up a Lakers
Respect.
fan. So, as a coaching standpoint, the number one thing I'm going to say is I can't tell if he's a good coach or not, because the number one thing is players in the NBA. Players rule the court.
Respect.
They have to want to play hard.
Yeah.
They have to want to do that. And you stated out the first thing you said was they don't shoot the ball well. Well, shooting is taught. It's a mechanic. You can shoot.
And that happens.
Yes.
There's ebbs and flows in
Yes.
the season.
But the two glaring issues are you're last in offensive rebounding, you're last in defensive rebounding. If those two stats are true, it's no energy, there's no effort. So the players just don't want to play.
Right.
And that starts from the chosen one. That starts from the quote unquote you're witnessing.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying you have to inspire your teammates to play harder. That's what the great ones do. And he's done it before, so he's going to do it again. It's not like he hasn't done it before. He's going to do it again. He's a great basketball player. But he needs to take probably 5 less minutes a game and just go harder on the defensive end, go harder on offensive rebounding. And then they got to figure out something with Anthony Davis. Everything you spot on said of him being so inconsistent. Well, where did he score and how did he score when he was in with the Pelicans? Where did he score and how did he score when he was in Kentucky? When he was considered to be the best player? How did he become a top 75 player? If you're so inconsistent, how are you a top 75 player and guys like Dwight Howard aren't?
I will tell you this about Anthony Davis. He was much better in New Orleans because his knees wasn't knocking together. Like, for some reason, he's not as flexible or just like athletic as he used to be. And you can tell that he's lost a step that way. And guys like him that have kind of their game is wrapped around athleticism and being fast and being able to move your feet. When you lose a step because of injuries, plays a toll on your aggressiveness offensively.
Absolutely.
Right? So instead of him pump faking and putting his head down and trying to get to the rim, he's now giving you a jab step and shooting a 15-foot jump shot. And if that's not falling, then he's in trouble. Because if he doesn't see the ball go in early, it's going to be a long night for him. He likes to do a push floater. He's too big to be doing that at this point. Right? So that's my thing, is that when you have a guy that's hesitant and timid to be able to start playing aggressively how you want him to play, you are going to get these inconsistent nights because you don't know how he feels mentally. You don't know how he feels physically to be able to say, okay, I'm going to be able to push it a little more. And that you can't rely on being a good team that way. You just can't.
Well, every time he's ever played well, in my opinion, from watching from afar, again, I never had an opportunity to coach him, but watching from afar, he's always had an enforcer play right next to him. Like when he played well with the Pelicans, his best basketball, DeMarcus Cousins was there. When he played well with the Lakers, Dwight Howard and all those guys were there. Mm-hmm. They were there to take the bigger responsibility.
Right. Him being at power forward.
Yes. So they got to go and find a center. If I was them, I'd try to play bigger.
But here's the thing. They have one.
Then
he just won't start Christian Wood. Christian Wood.
Then that's bad coaching.
That is bad.
That's
the problem.
Because you have to figure out a way. And maybe it's because they don't spread the floor. Again, certain things with certain players, they fit systems.
Yeah.
LeBron's best system is
shooters.
I spread the floor out, run
shooters.
pick and roll 1,000 times, get me in the lane, I'll find open people.
Right.
That's his system.
Right.
He's never played in a system where the post or the paint is clogged up, where I have to pull up and shoot jump shots.
Absolutely.
Guys like Kobe Bryant, guys like Michael Jordan, Paul Pierce, they played in systems like that.
Correct.
So maybe playing with Christian Wood isn't effective for LeBron. It'll be effective for Anthony Davis. So maybe they just do it second halves of the game, second quarters, but they got to figure something.
They got to figure something out because Darvin Ham is just like, what I see from him is that every time I see him coach, every time I see his decisions in regards to his rotations, it doesn't give me any confidence to be able to know that this team is going to be able to sustain or have a good run going forward. because you need a coach that knows what he's doing. He constantly looks like he's grasping at straws. You shouldn't be grasping at straws in year 2, especially with a team that you've already, like, this is a team that's been together already, right? So talk about deadline, you talk about the run in the playoffs. Obviously, we're 9 games into the season. You should know where your go-to guys are right now. If you're still doing this, that means that's not good.
Now, my question to you is, with everything that's going on with the Clippers and them getting James Harden and really messing up that chemistry, I consider it messing up the chemistry.
Of course.
Because they were playing well.
Yeah.
And now they added Harden, and now they're starting from ground zero.
Yeah, garbage.
Again. What if Ty Lue said, I want out? Are you a Lakers coach? Are you firing Darvin?
Damn, yes.
And taking Ty Lue?
Yes, because they should have hired him in the first place. The only reason why they didn't want to hire him because they thought he was LeBron's boy.
No,
and they didn't want to give him the years and all that stuff and the control.
They didn't want him to have his own staff.
Yeah.
That was the only reason why
they wanted to pick his own staff.
They wanted to pick his staff.
It's crazy.
That is absolutely insane.
But guess who allowed it? Vogel did. Yeah, I'll take the job. I'll take. Hey,
and Jason Kidd was his assistant, and another person was coaching. Hey, he got a chip after.
Right.
He got a chip. So
yeah, they should just blow up the whole team in the organization and then turn that shit to a Ross. Fuck.
Yeah, every Knicks fan hates the Lakers.
I hate it. Tour.
I mean, listen, when you have Julius Randle as your guy, I would hate it too.
No. Julius Randle's a Kobe guy. Anybody that's a Kobe guy, I gotta
Julius Randle is rubbish.
He's a Kobe guy.
What does that mean?
He trained with Kobe for
well, he ain't trained enough. He ain't trained enough because his jump shot is trash.
So he's first team All NBA 2 of the last 3 seasons.
What that mean?
He's a top 5. First team All NBA means you're top 10.
There's no Devin Booker.
The man is a swindler. Okay, that's what he is. Because he can be All NBA and when he get to the playoffs, look like garbage.
Well, that's a lot of people.
Garbage.
James Harden gets to the playoffs and look like trash.
I mean,
it's a lot of people.
Sidebar.
Yes.
0-3 since they got Harden.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me that. I'm keeping receipts. Look, do you realize that Lynx is not here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He hit me up too earlier. So his boy, our boy, Lynx, right? Shouts to Lynx. Here last week. And he's, I'm going off on my Clipper rant because I love to poke fun at the Clippers. I do. He's like, oh, well, it's going to work, man. You got 4 of these dudes. I said, bro, you realize that there's one basketball and none of these guys have ever played without the basketball. They need to have the ball in their hand to be effective. Like guys, maybe like Paul George can be able to adapt a little bit. But the other 3?
And on top of that, there's one basketball,
right?
And now you're saying like, who's gonna be the defensive stopper?
Yeah,
who's gonna be the?
Kawhi's not the guy anymore in regards to defensively. Paul George is still good. Russell Westbrook has been a complete rubbish at defense. James Harden has never played defense in his life.
Yeah,
who's stopping anybody? So it's not shocking to me.
And then who's
shootout?
Who's gonna, and then who's gonna be your rebounder?
Right.
Who's gonna be the assist man?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that they were a great team. Let me rephrase this. I thought they were a very good team.
Yeah.
With the 3 of them.
Yes.
Westbrook was coming into his own. He was playing like the Westbrook in OKC.
Right.
Him and Paul George have a great chemistry.
Yeah.
And I think he was finding Kawhi, and I think that was working.
Yeah.
Now, if they convince, and it's hard because, again, in the NBA, players run the roost. They run it. The inmates run the asylum.
Yes.
If you could convince James Harden to come off the bench and be the 6th man again, they could win the NBA championship.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yo, but if he did it, he would then become a hero.
Ain't gonna happen. The hero, Clippers, it shouldn't even be in the same sentence. Yeah. Hero and Clippers shouldn't be in the same sentence. Crazy. They should get listen, it's gonna be a long season for anybody who roots for the Clippers. Get the dehumidifiers and the space heaters out. It's gonna be a long season. Get your coats, get your bubble jackets because they're gonna be in that basement. All right, it's gonna be in that basement.
I'm telling you, if they can figure out how to convince him to do it, they will be the best team in the West.
Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Because you can get another person play defense, get
Not
a
gonna
person
happen.
rebound.
Not gonna happen. Where the money at? Huh? How many people? How many players gonna have this team? How many people? It's crazy. After the break, I'm gonna talk a little Mets. They did something that impressed me a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been hating on the Mets all year, but they made me happy after the break. I have been a miserable Mets fan all year. I have. You know, they spent all this money, and it just never seemed right. They got Scherzer, and they got Verlander, and then the reports came out that Verlander was a pompous jackass, and the teammates didn't like him allegedly, and there was just a bad vibe all around the clubhouse. Showalter lost the team. He didn't care no more. It was just bad. Like, I love my Mets, man. And it was just hard to watch, so I didn't watch. But Showalter's gone. Billy Epler's gone. Now David Stearns is the president. There will be no GM, so he's going to be running everything, hiring everybody, which is really good. He's a baseball guy. Grew up a Mets fan. Respect to him. They hired a manager. If they're not getting Craig Counsell, we'll speak about where he went. They hired Carlos Mendoza. Mendoza is well respected in the league. 15 years with the Yankees as an assistant manager. I like it. For the first time, I can actually say that I'm going to give this a chance. I don't have an opinion about it. I don't have, oh, he's rubbish. I want to give it a chance because the thing is, it's two things. One of his age. He's 43 years old, which means that he's going to have a chance to be able to grow with this team. He's a first-time manager, so he's going to need a good staff around him to be able to help him, right? The second thing that is very important to me, it makes a big difference in regards to this decision, is that he's already in New York. He understands how this market works. See, a lot of people don't realize that New York sports is different than any place on planet Earth. You can be the man in Idaho. You come here, those lights, the media, the press, the criticism, the ridicule, all of those things make athletes better when they get here. Some thrive and some wither away. This is a guy that's been here, that understands the market, understands the players, understands what's needed. And he was the guy that was actually keeping those Yankee players in check over the years. Every Yankee player swears by him. So that gives me confidence that he can be able to step in, do the job, get this done, while Cohen spends the big money and gets a Shohei Ohtani or somebody else. So I'm excited. I'm finally excited to be a Mets fan. I am. Now, Craig Counsell. I don't hate Craig Counsell. I don't. I respect him. The reason why is because he told everybody, I want to reset the coaching market. So I love to be back in Milwaukee, but I need to get paid. So Mets offered him about $7 million reportedly. And the Cubs said, we'll give you 8. He took the 8. 8 a year, 5 years, $40 million. Respect to him. Why should I be mad at a guy that chased the bag and got it? So one of the best managers in the league. Hey, but you went to the wrong franchise. You went to the Cubs. Don't nobody care about no damn Cubs, man. If it ain't Henry Rowengartner, we don't care. We don't care. If it ain't Chet Steadman, we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care. So we're going to see what happens with those Mets, man. I hope that something good happens this offseason. I hope we get the guy Yamamoto. I hope we get Shohei. I hope we get all the big guys.
Yamamoto.
Pause.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Nicole, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited. Like you said, he's a guy that's been in New York, so
Does it bother you that he comes from the Yankees? Yeah, exactly. Cole, what do you think?
I mean, it makes sense. They're building a park.
Yeah, they building that $8 billion project. That's crazy.
Could have put the Jets there, but I mean, whatever.
Nobody wants the Jets there,
They
bro.
want them.
Nobody wants to hire the Jets.
They got a sports book too, so I mean that's gonna make its money back in like 3 weeks.
They're trying to build a casino there now.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yo, they building up a strip mall over there, like in the over there by Belmont. They building up the whole
thing.
Everything's gonna be crazy
Yo,
over there, bro. The traffic is gonna be insane.
It's gonna be a parking lot. Like
It's already a parking lot.
Anybody that don't know the Queens area, it's like boom, the Belt Parkway takes you to Brooklyn,
right?
Or from Brooklyn you go into Queens. That's a parking lot,
right?
And then to get to the city, you gotta take the Van Wyck
parking
lot. That's the parking lot. Like that is the no VI.
And then the LIE, the parking lot.
The other parking lot to get to the 59th Street Bridge, which is a parking lot,
right?
Or the BQE, which is another parking lot,
right?
But for Queens, when you just go up that way, if you want to bypass all that the other way, which is the low key way,
Gross
it's
Island
about to be a parking lot.
Parking lot.
Good,
Gross
bro.
Island's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be over.
OD.
Over.
I mean, listen, it is what it is, right?
No, it isn't. Fucking disgusted.
It is what it is. Moving on now to the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week I go around the room and I ask who is the dummy of the week. Navarro, you're gonna hear some funny answers. You don't need a dummy of the week. It's fine. You can just be able to sit there and enjoy. Claw, what you got?
I mean, I'm probably gonna get lit up for this one, but 50 Cent, bro.
50 Cent gets the
dummy. Yeah.
What you do?
I'm standing on mine.
Damn.
He doing a show and all that. Shout to that tour he's doing. It's wonderful, doing numbers all over the place. But my man's flying in the sky.
Oh, he did that?
What he doing that for? You ain't got no song that make you know what I'm saying? What if I can't do it? No, like, there's no song that requires you to be up in there, suspended in the air like this. Like, you wildin', bro.
Oh, that's crazy. And he old doing that.
That's what I'm saying. What do you do? You never.
You
had
wasn't
to
doing
do
that 20 years ago.
Exactly. All you had to do was take your shirt off back in the day and it was lit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe that's why he can't do it now. He gotta get something extra.
Getting too much money, man. All the movies he was doing, trying to do Jackie Chan shit, it's not for you.
Right.
He feeling himself.
Yeah, he definitely gets
dummy.
He
Yeah.
look crazy, bro. Uncle Murder ain't doing that. He's opening. Tony Yayo ain't doing that. What's up, man?
Jay-Z ain't doing that.
James ain't damn sure ain't flying up there.
Jay-Z ain't even rapping.
We ain't about to Owen Hart Jay-Z. God bless the dead.
Come on, son. You ain't
Yeah, I'm saying though, it's crazy. Shit can happen.
That is true. That's true.
Come on, bro.
He too,
50 got 9 lives. Don't fuck around. Look crazy, bro. We don't do that in Queens. Like,
what is wrong with 50? So that
Nas
money
would never.
Yeah, bro. That money get to his head, bro. Like, what you doing? Like, you throwing bad balls in the city. Like, what are you doing, son? Like, using suspension cables. Like, come on,
yo,
bro.
Like, yeah, yo, you saw that. You was probably watching Power. It was like, yo, shit, we do it for Tarp. Yeah, I want. The
Who are you right now? That's what you got. That's what we got to ask.
Some
Who
shit
are you?
looking like Spawn.
Yeah, who
What
are
you
you,
doing?
bro?
No CGI. Like, what are you doing? Ain't like it.
Unbelievable. Jimmy, the super intern, you have one?
Kind of. The only I saw this. It's not really new news, I guess, but I saw it. So the dummy goes to this guy's parents, by the way, before I mention him. So there's a Namibian politician who was elected in 2020. His name is like Unona Adolf Hitler.
What?
So and his parents said he was named after the guy. So they get the, I don't know.
Oh man.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
For you to come out and admit that
and name your kid after Hitler.
Yeah, that's wicked.
His dad just didn't realize he was bad, but he was born in the 1960s. So his pops was late on his.
Oh, his pops didn't know that was bad. Oh, come on, bro. Like,
born in the 60s, you didn't know? Come on, man. That's
bruh.
His dad deserved the double.
Bruh, facts.
Like you didn't know in the 60s when World War II was like the biggest thing. Like, come on now.
And when he got elected, he made like a joke. He was like, "I'm not gonna kill everybody." That's serious. It's not real.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then the joke is even bad.
Yeah.
Like
cringeworthy, bro.
What fucking country was that?
Namibia.
Never gonna heard of
Not
it.
gonna go there. Yeah.
Yo, you will never see me go.
Right.
Never gonna make it out of this.
Never gonna happen.
I'm not gonna have a passport stamp.
Never gonna be in NATO.
OD. Fang, 2 drink minimum. What you got?
All right, I got 2. First, I don't really want to give it to him, but I have to. Is my guy, Micah Parsons.
Michael Parsons gets the
Dummy.
He definitely
Yeah.
deserves it for saying that Dak Prescott deserves to be an MVP talk for this season.
Yo, have you been annoyed as annoyed as I have with Michael Parsons with his podcast?
He just needs to shut up.
He does.
He just needs to shut it.
He does.
But Dak's not playing bad.
He ain't playing good
He's
neither.
not he's not MVP worthy.
He's playing better than what people give him credit for.
Where's it gotten us?
Like I said, he's playing better than what he playing better than what
I
people give him
understand that.
credit.
I'm frustrated, man. We
Yeah,
need to win.
Everybody
Okay?
want to win every game.
I'm
but-
sick of it.
Number 2, I got to give it to the NBA again. The refs. Like they
Dummy,
driving
yeah.
me crazy. Like I'm watching the game when Giannis got tossed out the other night, and I'm like, are you kidding me? The guy literally dunked the ball and gave him one of these and threw him out
Can't
the
even
game.
flex.
Yo,
Like, come on.
I don't even think he flexed. I think he just looked at dude and he was like, "Oh, taunting, get out of
But
here."
the thing
I'm
is,
like,
I don't even think he did it towards the dude's direction because that's where he landed when he came down. That's why what I think happened. I don't think he was actually taunting.
But at the end of the day,
No.
that's Giannis. Like, if the refs are so quick to throw him out of the game, like, what are we doing? That's
Like,
superstar.
that's who the fans are there to see.
Right.
And that's who you're throwing out of the game.
They're not here to see your ass in the black downtowns. You psycho.
Right.
But my even more stance about that is, and because I coach youth sports, Giannis does that. Giannis gets paid for that, and the fans are coming to see Giannis.
Correct.
They don't even throw these kids out of games when they be sitting there. They'll dunk on a kid and they go like this head tap, and then you have 40 kids that ain't even in the game that never could dunk, running around the court, touching their head,
Right.
running around this
Making a
kid,
scene.
making a whole scene, and everything goes viral. You're not throwing everybody like me. If I ran a tournament, I'd be old school. I'm the get off my steps type of guy. I throw
Right.
all those kids out.
Yeah.
So yeah, NBA is dummy for that.
No, I agree. Like, there's something wrong with these refs that they're just not. I don't know if they're getting the adequate like punishment for making bad calls or bad decisions. But we spoke about this,
Right.
For last season.
I
is
thought
that
they would try to clean it up.
no.
And you heard
What
what
they
Rasheed
do is
Wallace
they-
said.
Yeah.
Rasheed Wallace said he go in the court and just tell the refs like, "Oh, you got the email, right?"
Oh yeah, that joke was crazy.
Listen, instead of fixing the referee problem, they want to put in in-season tournaments. That's what they want to do.
Right.
And stupid courts that like, what are we doing?
That shit like those creator player
Yes.
courts in 2K that just
It looks like the
bad.
creator player community with some 6th grader makes the court.
And that's the shit that's like everything's one color.
It's terrible.
Horrible, bro.
Yo, one of them looked like one of them was supposed to be a runway. Like, yo, where am I flying to?
I'm just done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Silent Assassin, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Neuralink, who's about to be cutting people's heads open with robots.
Dummy. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm very intrigued by this Neuralink.
Now, is Neuralink the dummy or the people who are signing up to have?
Gotta be the people
themselves?
that's signing up.
You know, it gotta be the people.
Yeah.
Right?
Somebody's signing up to get their head cut off?
To put the Neuralink chip in their head.
I'm not putting any chips in. Yeah. It's the people.
I'm not putting any chips anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's the people. The people
Yeah.
gotta be the dummies.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
like this is where we talked about before. People do anything for money.
Now here's a question:
Seen
if
Skynet.
it does find a way to cure things, would that change your mind?
No.
No.
Because what if, okay, let's say it finds a way to cure cancer. What if
Yes.
it also finds a way to kill you? So now somebody could control you with a button like, yo, hey, look, do this or I'm going to kill you.
We're already controlled.
Now you're going to war.
We're already controlled.
Right.
We got computers right here, son.
Yeah, but you could turn that computer off.
Right.
Can you?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
You can.
You can.
Will you?
Will
The
you?
question is, will you?
Right.
You can. You can unplug. It's hard.
Ask the white dad.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Little
Kitty.
Kitty cat. Call me Kitty cat. Yeah, I mean, listen. For people like to sign up for a lot of stuff that they just should not be signing up for. People like to do like trials and free trials and stuff like that. Like they got people out there that would like take experimental drugs just to do it. What? What are we doing? Yeah, give me that, dude. You guys in the past, you didn't clear this? Yeah, I'll take it. It's fine. You know how many people sign up for the COVID shot and it wasn't even cleared yet?
I want to say thank you for all those people. You know, I want to give them a round of applause for signing up to do dumb shit that the smart people don't want to do.
That's a good point.
You know, we need casualties.
They're the dummy buffers.
You know, we need casualties.
The dummy buffers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
So shouts to y'all. I have one. And I love everybody's picks. I think Jimmy had a good one this week. That was good. Adolf Hitler. What are you doing? May I have the drum roll, please? And the winner for Dummy of the Week. I hate to have to do this. I really do. LeBron James! LeBron James is my
Dummy, yeah.
Now, I'm a big LeBron James fan. From he was 15 years old. I've been watching this kid turn into a man, greatest player of all time, in my opinion. All right, it's my opinion. All right. Not gonna argue with that. Next pod, we'll have that conversation.
You got
right?
a picture of the greatest player of all
I
time.
mean, I love. I'm a big Kobe fan. I'm a big Kobe fan.
Greatest player of all time. Right
So, LeBron James said that his Miami years, he still would have found a way to become the player that he became. He's gotten a lot of pushback for that, right? Shannon Sharp has said things. Other people have said things. People who are big LeBron haters are coming out. Well, got him. He's an idiot. Look. Got him. I'm not going that way. But what I will say, you bugging, bruh. You are. We all know you left Cleveland for a reason. You left Cleveland because the ownership was incompetent. The roster was not adequate enough for you to win a championship, and you just were not happy with losing to the Celtics every time. We get that. That's not your issue. We understand why you left. I don't blame you for leaving. 25 years old, go to South Beach. You know what I mean? Women out there, Clevelander. You had wet willies back then before they closed. It's great, right? Selma Hayek walking all around the beach, Ocean Avenue, right? It's great. My issue is that you learned to win there. Whatever beef you have with Pat Riley, whatever issue you have with how that went down over there, it's not what we're talking about. What you learned was you learned how to lose, but you also learned how to rebound and come back and be the player that you wanted to be for 4 years. Because after that failure, you played well and you went back to Cleveland and you showed them how to win. The formula that you learned from where? Not your first stint in Cleveland. You learned that in Miami. You learned that by watching how Pat Riley ran his organization. So you told your owner, Mr. Dan Gilbert, to do it this way. Let me do it this way. And I promise you're going to see the results. 4 finals later, you get 1 chip. Great. You go to LA, a team that was in flux, not realizing how they forgot how to win, the winning formula. They forgot what it felt like. You went there in year 2, you won a championship. You learned that in Miami. I'm a big Braun fan, but you got to call a spade a spade. He went to college to learn how to win, how to be a man. Pat Riley taught you that. You may not like him. You may not want to respect him. You might not want to give him his flowers. Truth is truth. That's why I gotta give him the dummy. Because for you to want to make it seem like none of us realize this, you must think that we're dumb. We watched it. We watched it unfold. We seen the maturity happen. So how are you gonna tell me that that's not what happened? This whole thing with this new millennium shit, like people just like reversing truth, or they're making their own truth. Truth is truth. Fact is facts. You can't debate that. If it wasn't for Kobe Bryant shooting the air balls early on in his career, he'd have never got the confidence to be able to take big shots. He was like, yo, I don't care if I'm airballing. One day I'm gonna make them shots.
I'm gonna keep shooting.
I'm gonna keep shooting. You gotta fail, but you became a man in that failure. That's what happened to him in Miami. So for you to try to deny that now, all because the relationship is not that great, it's bullshit. This is not being a man here. Being a man is taking accountability, understanding what happened. Hell, you still would have probably ended up being the all-time great, leading scorer in the league. That would have probably still happened. But would you have a championship under your belt? No, maybe not.
I was gonna say, if he doesn't go to Miami, I think he's
still probably searching.
I think he's compared more to the Karl Malones.
It could be.
And the Charles
It
Barkley.
very well could be.
Dwayne Wade came out and said, we called each other to team up to beat Kobe.
Yeah.
We wanted to beat Kobe.
And
Kobe
Celtics.
was that great.
And
We had to beat Kobe.
So this is what I'm saying.
And it's one of those things where you just gotta admit it.
Just admit it.
Just admit it. Like,
come on, we like me. I'm a LeBron apologist, right? I'll fight anybody when it comes to LeBron. I will. But this right here, you gotta stop. You know what I mean? I gotta be honest.
The only thing I don't like about LeBron,
you gotta relax.
You even give him a chance to say
I
what
want to
he
hear
like.
it. I want to hear it.
The only thing I don't like about LeBron is like the excuse bug, and like,
yeah,
I can't deal with it. And it's not even him; it's the LeBron fans. I don't think he makes excuses.
No, he doesn't. We do.
It's the fans.
We do.
It's the fans.
We make it about.
Yes.
I don't care.
Like it's the
all right.
fans.
He can do no wrong.
No, exactly.
Okay? Same like just like Kobe, right?
No.
They call Kobe a snitch.
No, Kobe's.
I defended Kobe too.
All time.
I will defend him too.
You see what I'm talking about? You see how the narrative like to change? I remember when Kobe was persona non grata, right?
When he was averaging 40 a month.
You like Kobe? Yo, he snitched on Shaq. Yo,
he did snitch
on
Shaq.
That's all we heard. That's all we heard for like 10 years. What are you doing here?
Yeah, he did snitch on Shaq.
Right. But that don't mean that we don't love him.
No,
okay?
we love him.
That don't mean we don't love him.
Kobe, how my ass tastes.
Right. You know what I mean? But LeBron, listen, you're all-time winner, all-time leading scorer,
all-time
my
turnover
man.
king.
Russell Westbrook about to pass that soon. You my man. You're an all-time winner. But you gotta hold this L. You're a winner for Dummy of the Week. That's all for this show. Claw, kind words.
If it's not for you, it's not for you. So don't fucking waste your time.
Respect.
Wow.
Fangs, thoughts?
I think it's amazing that midgets could take average sized penises.
Yeah.
I love this man. Look, my man Navro, thank you for passing through, man. It was great. This was fun.
Nah, this was epic.
This was fun, man.
This is one of the best podcasts I've ever been on. The topics are outrageous. It's great moments.
Listen, we make it fun, man. You can talk sports, but it doesn't have to be this mundane thing where it's just like your stats. Like,
nah.
Bro, let's put some personality in this shit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you come through anytime, man. Like I said, we definitely gonna set up, getting up there to the Knox School. We definitely want to do that vlog.
Yo, I cannot wait.
Meet the kids and get that experience up there, man. I think it's gonna be a great time.
No, I can tell you one thing right now. When you guys come up here to talk to those kids are going to. It's gonna be a show and a half because they're gonna roast me.
Yeah.
They're gonna roast me, which will be fun.
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Before I get out of here, my PSA. A PSA to the people who don't believe that ratings matter. Because put out my baseball post about ratings being low and blah blah blah, and people had some kickback. I don't care about the actual comments, but I do care about this notion of fans or real sports fans don't care about ratings, right? Because here's what happens in real life. Ratings matter. People go to restaurants because ratings are high. Nobody goes to a piece of shit restaurant. They go to the best ones because of the ratings. You go to Amazon. Products are rated. Why is that? Because you want to know what the best products are. How does TV work? The highest rated shows stay in syndication. The lower rated shows get booted off networks. So if you continue to have low ratings, what's going to happen to the actual product? It will disappear. So if baseball is having low ratings due to who's in the actual final series, isn't that going to affect future TV deals for baseball? Which means that as baseball fans, you won't have anywhere to watch your sport. You probably have to watch it on Lifetime.
Yeah, Tubi.
Or Tubi. Because ratings matter. That make sense?
Perfect sense to me.
It does. That's all for the show. Jimmy the Super Intern, you are the man. You better make sure. I need to see you for like a 4-week stretch. Is that possible? Oh, look, that's a dummy of the week right there. Look at that. Did you hurt yourself? Do you need workman's comp? Nicole and the silent assassin, you all right? You just make sure you don't. Watch the Jordans.
Don't ever play Jenga.
You're right. Right. But until next week, stay safe, stay cool. Peace.
My son is the champ, so get over it.